Don't, don't worry. The power invested in Liam says no.
Yeah, the
Okay.
investment has been completed.
Am I
All right.
still
Have we
muted?
started?
Yeah, we've been started.
Am I still muted?
Is
No.
Eli still muted?
I unmuted
Okay.
No.
him. Give me a sec. I have to clean out some of my. So 50, 49.
Okay.
These were the ones.
So, last session, you guys went from Tayo Sunshe, encountered a new ally in the form of Raijin, ended up resolving a plotline with the circus from the Dawn Court and sending them back to comfort Tayo Sunshe. You also, I believe, let's see, you also resolved the plotline with Taisho's master and left nothing of him, sending the Gnolls back to Tayo Sunshe in order to start their own lives wherever they may choose. And I believe that was most of it.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
We all, we met up with the circus. We went to the temples.
Yeah, you visited the Temple District.
I think after that we were saying we were going to go to the king.
Yes,
Yes.
we're going to go
Oh
to the
yeah,
king.
that's right.
Something
Yes.
Alex hadn't planned for because he for some reason assumed we'd go to a tavern.
Yeah.
I remembered that you guys were nobles enough to get into most places, but I forgot that you guys were nobles enough that you would absolutely be allowed in the castle. That was my bad, but I fixed it.
Also, why we go to a tavern? We're not that generic.
Yeah, I don't really want to go to another bar for quite a while.
Yeah, also that.
More than fair. Yeah.
Anyway, so, this session you guys were planning on seeing the king. Before we start, I'm just going to send you, Liam, one thing that Raijin would know.
Is it one thing? Because I think you already sent me the... Ah, that is new.
Yes, that is a new thing. I double-checked. Also, history check anyone who would have read the paper. Taisho, that does include you.
Oh, yay.
Fucking I'll roll for Ascension. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll roll.
Succeeds. Succeeds.
Okay.
And succeeds.
Ooh.
The
Nice.
DC was not high. Alright. So, I'm not sure if all of you have been told this. I know that at very least Raijin got this last session. But, in the paper you've seen that there have been a large number of non-humanoid monsters appearing on the island in the last couple of weeks, with a massive explosion in the number of bounties from the Rangers Guild. Basically, their job is to deal with monsters, make sure that the forests are safe, that sort of thing. Since they have had such an explosive number of bounties, they've been constantly calling out for adventure aid on the front pages. You've also noticed that anti-monster sentiment in general, including against more humanoid monsters like goblins, has been through the roof.
Brill. I can't wait for the goblins to face more racism.
Yeah.
Also, in the papers, you have noticed a couple of stories from overseas, of various ports being invaded by what appears to be dwarven warbands. They've appeared on ports, on some farms near the coast, attacking, stealing food and money. Haven't been any cases of them doing anything other than basically pillaging, but, so there's no cases of kidnapping that they've referenced. And most of the time it's been a thing of, oh, hey, look at our nation's military. We were able to scare them off with, like, a couple people who waved their swords at them funny. There's no record of any of them having mages accompanying them, at least as far as you can see from the newspaper clippings.
Our nation was able to scare them away with only a few mass casualties.
Yeah.
Gotta love saber
They've-
rattling.
They mostly have been stealing stuff. There definitely have been casualties, but it's pretty clear based on the amount of stuff stolen versus the amount of casualties that the goal is to get stuff rather than to kill people.
That's the norms.
Wait, that's the norms?
Yeah.
They're-
Take stuff. Get out.
Yeah, they're raiders. You don't, like, stick around where you're raiding.
Yeah. You just take stuff and go as quick as you can.
You take
which
stuff
is...
and bolt.
Yeah.
The dwarven warrior clans, as far as you know, Senshin, are more of a mercenary group similar to the Jigoku Umare. They're obviously not as good, but they primarily earn their money from going from their home base, which is in the Underdark, near a city called Kuraito, and then branch out, fulfill contracts, go back to their home base.
Sort of
They haven't got much of a history of raiding. This is a fairly new development.
The fact their rating's a little weird because these guys were normally just like, you know, shit mercenaries.
Well, aren't mercenaries sometimes hired for raids?
Sure, I imagine sometimes someone would hire someone for raids. Not something I've ever experienced.
That's more commonly a pirate thing rather than a mercenary thing.
It's more of a pirate thing. You don't really want to like be stuck on land when you're running away with stolen loot.
Yeah, much easier to escape by ship, harder to catch.
Plus, I mean, with pirates, well, and Dane will just Dane.
Dane.
Hi, Shiro.
Dane is not here.
Hi, Shiro. We'll gesture over to the Blue Dragon Temple. Here, easy getaway and everything.
Yeah, because
Hmm.
because most people can't go that fast, and a lot of pirates tend to have some talent with the aquatics. Hell, there's a pretty successful pirate I heard of, which was from a sea elf crew.
Huh, really? Damn.
I think I've heard that one.
I didn't know much about them for a while, but yeah, I knew they existed.
History check if you'd like.
I'm not. I'm
Yep.
saying he probably wouldn't have heard about it for a while.
I'm saying you can get more information if you wish.
I don't wish to.
Fair enough.
Pirates are a distinct problem on the seas.
Yeah, not typically on land though.
But on ports, yes, because ports are near water and where money is shipped, oftentimes, and
Yeah.
lots of resources.
I know. I'm saying it doesn't make sense that these dwarves would have suddenly become pirates.
It's like they could just be like a bandit brigade.
Hmm,
Maybe they're
that
being
would make the
hired-
most sense.
Either they're being hired to steal shit. You know, hiring is always an option. Mercenaries will do anything for enough pay, if they have low standards.
Which, evidently, there's a lot of dwarven parties that do.
So what are we doing now?
We're walking to the castle gates.
Apologies that I keep doing this at the start of session, but I do have another short lore dump before the RP section.
Yay!
I'll be quick.
I only ran one
Everyone
session
knows
of
this
War
part,
Dumps.
so I'm not going to make you roll a history check. So, the king of this land is known as King Meiji the Seventh. His wife is known as Queen Suiko the 14th. You don't need to memorize this. If you forget it, that's fine. The king has been very popular among the common folk until very recently, because his economic policies are, in our world's terms, a lot more socialist. He spreads a lot of the very large income of the nation around everyone. Even some of the poor farmers have some modern comforts that are typically reserved for the rich in other nations. He's only been bridging the class gap over time. However, his policies have been taking off quite a number of more powerful factions. And some of those factions have been acting to disrupt his rule and place his wife on the throne alone. Some of them have included landowning nobility, the Ranger Corps with some of his policies, some large trade families or corporations, and also the Church of Tristan. The papers have, since free speech is a right in this country, the papers have been making out the king to be a massive monster sympathizer who's putting them above the well-being of his own people. And the monster crisis as of late has not helped with that at all. the queen is more popular among the people at the moment, who is more moderate and isn't producing as many extreme changes to the law. She's also on the Virgil Duff Brigade's Council of Five, which is basically the 5 people in charge of the Virgil Duff Brigade. You guys know the basic of the Virgil Duff Brigade, or do I need to say that?
I know who they are.
Okay. Alright.
I
And-
think I've heard of them before.
Goddamn milksop pussies.
Basically, they see her as being the one that reins the king in constantly, and is far better liked. History check, please.
Everyone?
Yes, everyone.
Oh, okay.
Ascension
alright.
Raijin. Those are D12s.
I'm not counting those. Okay, succeeds. Do you have proficiency, Robbie?
In history, I have a novice in history, so that's.
Alright,
let me
that
see.
succeeds. I
Yeah.
set a decently low DC.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the stuff that's been pissing off a bunch of people. Can you not look at my screen, Eli?
I'm not.
Okay,
I'm just stretching.
okay. Minimum wage laws, including for races like goblins. Anti-discrimination laws regarding housing. Commercial transparency laws, mostly due to the fact that the slave trade has become rather rampant in other nations, and he wishes to make sure that isn't happening here. With, some degree of success.
I don't get it. That all sounds like really good stuff. Why would anyone be opposed to that?
Maximum housing prices, minimum housing standards, and removing the right for rangers to target humanoid monsters on sight, unless it's been proven that they have assaulted or killed someone. And the one that's pissed off the Church of Tristan, altering mandatory sentences for crimes, so that capital punishment or exile is the maximum sentence, not the mandatory sentence. Basically, just lowering it.
That's...
And you guys all
That's
succeeded
it.
that? Actually, wait, what's novice at this level?
Novice at this level is +2.
Yeah, plus 2.
David, you would not succeed this.
Yep.
Taishiro, I think you would have technically heard this, but you wouldn't know what it means. Senshin and Raijin, you would. Okay. Princess Maria had relations with a guard. Deflowering nobility and acting against the sanctity of marriage is a capital offense due to the extreme influence of the Church of Tristan, which is perhaps obviously not acting in the favor of what their god would want.
The fuck, guys! Come on! Fucking nobility's like half my thing!
Oh yeah. I think I heard about. I think I heard about something like that. The princess is related to a guard, and they both destroyed a bunch of flowers, and now they're trying to get.
Oh, you
Has
sweet
kids
summer
for it?
child. The fuck, guys! Fucking nobility's like half my thing!
Yeah, thing is, the god's policy towards free will means that people frequently, massively misinterpret what they say, and the gods have limited ability to stop them from doing that.
It's like the thing. It's like that fucking old joke of, guys, I said I hate figs.
Why do you think I killed the tree? To be fair, figs suck. I have
And,
tried them, they are
Station
bad
and Raijin.
fruit.
One more, which only you guys would be able to do.
Okay then. I think I got
Well,
it.
you both succeed. Okay. The queen is seen as a more moderate force. And the one that's curbing a lot of the king's policies, because she is of royal descent, the king married in. The queen does not oppose anything that the king is saying. They both agree on every policy, but the king chooses to take the bad press because, in case stuff goes sideways, he wants to leave someone he trusts on the throne, which he knows full well no one's going to target his wife.
God, that's smart.
So
He wouldn't have said that out loud, obviously, but yeah.
This would not be
Yeah.
well known, because it's only known by Senshin and Raijin because they personally know the king.
Since it's that 20, is like, hey, king, old buddy, what's up? Just like a fucking secret handshake. You just like gang sign secret handshake with them.
Yeah.
So yeah, That's the deal of politics in this nation.
Just love it. Just love and the extreme Church of Tristan, who is against him because the Queen's daughter had relations with a knight, and it's like, that's like half my thing. I fucked a lot of people.
Also, with the Nat 20, Senshin, the king is going absolutely ham with his efforts to try and ensure that the stupid policies regarding deflowering resulting in the death penalty.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is trying his absolute damnedest to get that changed, and has been pretty much since during the trial. Since before the trial, actually, he's been trying to change that.
Some methinks that he was introduced early.
Yeah, he found out pretty early on about the activities of his daughter, who trusted him.
And clearly, she was correct in trusting him. Because he's been trying to amend marriage law.
The princess has been AWOL, as far as the kingdom is aware, since the exile of the guard. The king has not sent many forces out to look for her. It's believed she's probably in hiding somewhere, but it's unknown where.
I never understand why they're like this. Especially not the Church of Tristan. I don't know why his church specifically seems to be the one that goes crazy every, 50 to 100 years about some extreme, considering how Tristan is known as one of the more moderate and calm gods.
I mean, he's... Even just from what I've heard at the temple, he really isn't. He digs his way through reality in order to get what he wants.
He dug his way through reality to get to the one he cared about, and who he was in some measure of relationship with. That's love, not, obsession.
Alright. You guys make your way to the gates. One of the guards will recognize... Let's see. Just gonna check how many of you... Okay. The guards don't recognize you on sight. Stop. Who goes there?
Oh, gee. Wait, legit?
Hi, I'm
Oh.
Taishino.
No, okay. Hi, I'm Senshi Jigoku Umare of the Jigoku Umare House main family, and I'm Raishin Yamino Itami Ryu of similar structure.
My apologies. My lord. My lady. I assume these two are with you.
Yep, this is my friend David and my...
I mean, Squire. Well, hopefully.
Sure, and my squire, Taishiro.
Yeah, so Taishiro.
And my... Sure, just sure, whatever, I'll go with it. And my...
Squire.
It's too early to call him a friend. But I don't want to be rude and say he's an acquaintance.
Squire seems to be the middle ground, eh?
I see. You're aware of the state of the disease at present, correct? Will you be able to prevent him from... If he does become diseased while within the castle grounds, I assume you're taking responsibility for that.
Yes! I will do that thing.
Very well.
Wait, who's diseased?
Shut up and ignore him.
Uh,
Shut up! Shut up! Shutty!
Very well then. Come on in. I'll send word to the king at once. Hey! Send the messenger over. You got it! Alright. Just wait here a moment. The king should be available shortly. Until then, would you like some refreshments?
Sure, I'll take, what do we got? No, not coffee, I hate that shit. Just give me some water and a meat sandwich.
And the rest of you?
I'll just take standard refreshments like, tea and such.
Yeah,
course.
I'll take a beef sandwich.
Alright. Deep or... And I'm not sure what to choose. I'll just have what he's having.
Very well. A beef sandwich for yourself as well, young Taishiro, was it?
Yes. Yeah, that's the name.
Alright, I'll get
And
on that.
also, I was pointing to.
You do not want my meal, pal. When I say a meat sandwich, I mean meat of undetermined origins.
That's like half of my diet.
Oh god.
Hmm.
And
What,
that
you think
really.
what you thought we got to determine the origins of whatever we were handed?
You see, at least when I'm choosing to eat that kind of shit, it's because I actually like it.
I mean, I do like it. It's very good. Most of the time, at least.
Taishiro, perception check.
Ooh, perception check.
Um,
Believe I have.
You
Okay.
got a 19.
Alright, you'll hear a couple of the servants gossiping. Just something along the lines of, wait, a talking gnoll? What do you mean that exists? I mean, I've heard of them before in stories, but surely that can't be a thing. What about that one guy on the horn? Surely that was a fluke, right? Shut up. Let's get to work. Your sandwiches, good sirs? And
Thank you.
your refreshments, my lady.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Alright. And I'll just turn the music off. Alright. After a minute, you'll see... let me just find his appearance. You'll see a half-elf man with salt and pepper hair. He wears a thick tiara with inlaid jewels bearing the symbols of various alliances and contracts.
You're lagging out a bit,
The
Alex.
nobles among you will probably recognize several of them. Okay, am I back now?
You're a bit delayed.
Hello?
Try switching. Oh, wait. So just talk for a full sentence of nothing, and then I'll tell you if you're back.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm talking for a full sentence of nothing. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you seem to be about right. You were delayed
Yeah.
by
Okay.
5 seconds last time, so.
Alright, got it. Okay, so. You'll see a half-elf man with salt and pepper hair, wearing a thick tiara with inlaid jewels bearing the symbols of various alliances or contracts. Most of you will probably recognize at least some of them. Senshin, at minimum, you will recognize the symbol of the Jigoku Umare. Raijin, you will recognize the symbol of the Yamino Atami Ryu clan. Among them is also the symbols of a couple of nations. You can assume the 4 nations and the Virgil Love Brigade. The man wears his hair and beard trimmed short, and one of his eyes has been replaced with what appears to be an artificial glass one. Hello. It's good to see you again. Young Senshin, young Raijin,
Same
and
to you, Your Majesty.
I don't believe we've had the pleasure. I am King Meiji. How should I refer to you?
Well, I'm David, a rune crafter.
Nice to meet you. And
Hey, name's Taichiro.
nice to meet you, Taishiro.
You too, King Mangy.
Did you say Team Mangy or King?
It is fine. It's refreshing to have someone so calm in my presence.
I mean, let's just say I'm new here.
Perfectly okay. Now, I assume you're here on business.
Yeah, and I'm hoping to be caught up to speed on the goings-on of the kingdom.
Understandable. First, I must thank you for fortifying Tayo Sunshine after the raid, and helping with the circus from the Dawn Court.
They were actually very nice people.
What happened to Tayo Sunshine? The only intel I received was from the Virgil Brigade, who said that a family of swordsmiths had left. Is your family okay?
Currently MIA. I'm working on figuring it out, but whatever's going. But I ain't got no leads right now.
Yeah.
Same. We also. Also, his family went gone too. And considering they went after rune crafters.
That is
Runecrofters,
concerning.
your
Yeah.
villages are notoriously secretive and well defended.
Yeah, it's shocking to me as well that they would even be able to take any of us.
What? That seems strange. Dwarven raiders don't typically invade. They don't typically have a mage alongside them, but they would have required one in order to even get into a Runecrofter village. At least from my limited understanding.
I don't know what tricksy bastards these guys are, but
Definitely concerning. Well, I'm sure you've seen the newspapers. All the stories about the monsters going crazy.
I had heard that, yeah. I
Yeah,
had thought I probably should have mentioned that earlier, it just didn't come to mind.
the Rangers have been, shall we say, bloating the numbers somewhat, putting out several bounties of creatures that are frankly harmless, but the number of monsters has truly increased,
Yeah, well,
though I'm
that's...
unsure what the cause of it is.
I look into that, although I've never really been a fan of rangers.
They've become a lot more extreme as of late, but unfortunately, with the public's view on monsters as it is, it's difficult to try and keep them in line. Any any action seen as extreme taken by the crown will be seen as proof that the rangers are doing the correct thing. What's worse, they've been trying to expand the definition of monster to include beastkin.
Fucking
There's a
hell.
great number of citizens that are being harmed by this.
Fucking hell. And let me guess, Virgil Brigade's out and they ain't able to do shit.
Yes, currently the good captain is out on an escort mission, and the brigade hasn't been able to send a PR squad, despite the fact that we've been requesting for a while. Apparently, there's been some crisis on the Horn
Hmm.
again.
Oh, well,
Right.
what did I expect from those peace-loving morons? They would know how to keep it if they wanted to.
Unfortunately, this kingdom is rarely the one that has the most fires, so they need to send their forces wherever the fires are. They often disbelieve that anything's going wrong in the Ashy Isles.
Hold on. I'm confused. Who are these Virgil Dev people?
Virgil Brigade is an international peacekeeping organization, although they mostly function under the responsibilities of the Four Kingdom Alliance. At least that's where they mostly operate.
It's the only place they operate, unless they're planning on adding other nations to the alliance.
I mean, there's also when I say mostly operate, there are still times they operate in not aligned soil. It's just they mostly operate here.
Hmm.
So,
It's
so
covering all bases.
why aren't they coming here then? Is this not a serious enough situation?
My guess is that they're busy with dealing with some other thing from expensive donors.
Yeah.
It's not based on donation, it's based on whatever nation is having the largest problem. And unfortunately, with the constant state of war on the Horn, they're quite frequently kept busy.
Ah, well, I never liked them anyway.
With
Hmm.
all the invades, with all the invasions from the Feywilds, there's little they can really do.
Yeah, I'm aware.
But until the full force of Squad 48 is back, it will be difficult to request any help from them.
Difficult.
And then,
We can,
yeah.
at the very least, I'll try and cover up. I can try and cover up the gaps.
Well, in that case, we can all offer our help if you require it.
It would be greatly appreciated.
Hmm.
Of course, considering the situation of the kingdom, I would be paying all of you double the normal asking rate.
I'll waive the extra fees. Just give me more access.
Very well. Though I was
Yeah.
planning on giving you the extra access regardless.
Yeah, but this way it can be treated as a transaction and cause less controversy.
Hmm. True, true. Alright, so, the, the Rangers have been spiraling lately. It's likely due to some of the younger members becoming dissatisfied with my policies regarding monsters. Especially the fact that some of them are being allowed to roam free because they have caused no harm. I
I've
hate
never
what
got
they've been
that hate.
becoming.
Hell, some of my best warriors are monsters.
Because they have needs to survive doesn't mean that they always fulfill those needs in a cruel way that harms others.
Sorry, I'm confused. Aren't most monsters like giant dragons and terrifying creatures and stuff like that?
Nope. A lot of monsters are not even that at all. They're a little. They're more like not. They're it's weird because some definitions of monsters are not quite people, if that makes sense. Hell, by some people's definitions, you'd be a monster.
Hmm.
The academic definition includes individuals with a resistance to poison and a nutritional need to consume humanoid flesh or similar. Some of them survive on blood, some of them survive on more conceptual matters, such as thoughts, dreams, etc.
I don't eat people's thoughts.
That's because you don't fall under the academic definition of monsters. The academic definition includes races such as goblins, as well as very as well as owlbears. Well, no, the owlbears. I believe they're typically under the extended definition because they do eat. It's a controversial matter, shall we say. But the Rangers have been looking to expand that definition to include a larger portion of non humanoids. Races that may consume humanoid flesh but do not require it in order to survive. Which that list includes many beastkin such as yourself.
Wait, why though?
Because rangers are not jobs.
Because many of the younger ones are getting fed up. They don't see monsters as something that can. They don't see monsters as people that can be coexisted with, or even as beasts that can be coexisted with. They see them as nothing but a threat, something which must be eliminated. It's cruel and it's awful. It's been getting out of hand for so long. I hate to see what this city's coming to. There have even been cases of many of them being killed just by virtue of existing in the city. It's becoming unwelcoming,
Hmm.
downright dangerous. This isn't the kind of kingdom I ever hoped it would be.
And one of those guards mentioned something of a plague.
Oh, yes. I assume that those of you who have been here for a while have heard of it.
I have.
Hmm.
In
Yeah.
short, various monsters, as well as beastkin, have lost their higher reasoning as of late. The sclera of their eyes turn black, their irises and pupils turn white, and they appear to act like ravenous beasts, attacking every creature within vicinity aside from their immediate families. It spreads among families to the distinctly non human members. And what's more, it doesn't seem to follow the normal rules of a plague. It seems to spread even across the city, even when people have had no contact. Currently, a quarter of the city has been quarantined in order to keep these individuals from harming anyone. All the guards are all the guards posted there are human, as no human has been shown with any effects such as these. The church is the Church of the Healing Flame has been here for a while and attempted to heal them, but It seems like conventional healing hasn't been effective against it. At the moment, if you would be willing, Raijin,
Yeah.
they're seeking the aid of a mage from overseas, someone who's been trained in enchantment. They have a few running theories regarding that they wish to test.
I have had some training in enchantment, so I might be able to help there.
More than most mages in this country. Their current theory, while it's been called a disease outside of official circles, the current theory is that it's a spreading curse. The healers are currently holed up in the libraries searching break conditions. Uh, Arcana check. Raijin, you have advantage.
Okay, so is this for everybody or just Raishin?
Everyone.
Okay, well that was Sentience roll.
Okay.
And then
Okay,
5, 6,
Taishiro,
7.
you don't know what a curse is. Okay.
Oh.
Well. What's your proficiency on Raijin?
I'm level 1.
So novice or journeyman. Yeah, okay.
A curse? I think there's something about that in the. I think there's something about that in the cocktail book.
Huh.
Okay.
Curses, eh?
Alright. David. Not the one I expected to be the only one to succeed, but here we are. Okay.
Yep.
Curses don't last long. Typically, curses, any given curse, regardless of how dangerous it is, will last for less than a day. The only time that they last longer is if they have several conditions under which they can be broken without just outright nullifying the magic. Curses with break conditions are difficult to turn off by just stealing mana, counterspell, overload of healing magic, anything like that. They can't be brute forced. So typically it's easiest to find the break condition, which means that likely the monsters and beastkin of this city are somehow fulfilling an activation condition which allows the curse to spread, and it may have been cast on one person or it may have been cast on multiple people. It's unclear based on the limited amount of information you have.
Hmm.
Raijin, curses shouldn't last this long. It's probably not a curse.
Well, they definitely shouldn't be lasting this long. These curses, I mean. Just doesn't make sense unless conditions are being met or the activation conditions being met as well. Unless it was like on one person or several.
That's what the healers are currently trying to research. They've ruled out most causes of this, aside from either curses or enchantment.
That does make sense. Fair
And
amount of sense.
that's a lot of stuff.
Wait,
Hmm.
Enchantment. Fair enough. Yeah. I'll go check with them later. So, what? Check with them about that? Anything else you can give me?
You have clearance to enter the quarantine district, of course, though I'd advise being careful. If it is a curse or enchantment, it's likely some kind of mages will go looking out for your friend, or it's likely that he might end up needing some activation condition. Proximity doesn't appear to be a problem, so it shouldn't be any problem for young Taishiro to enter the area, but be on your guard.
Yeah, okay.
I don't want to see any more innocents being hurt by this,
Fair enough. So we got the
especially not
wait, let's.
another one like my old friend.
Okay.
Wait, what's this? Sorry, I was thinking about the mixing conditions for the curse blaster cocktail.
Okay. So that's what you want me to do with the curse. Anything about the rangers you want me to deal with as well?
I've currently got someone I trust on investigating the Rangers. However, I give you authorization. If you see them unlawfully targeting a monstrous humanoid, you have permission to arrest them. Though, try not to draw too much attention to yourself, if possible. And he's going to hand you a seal and a letter.
Mm-hmm.
The letter, you can assume, is giving you authorization as not an officer of the law, but as an agent of the king.
Okay, thanks. I'll do this, and let's see. Ah, well, it's like that'll change much. I'm already people would already think I'm a monster sympathizer anyway.
Through that.
So it won't exactly change shit for me.
Let's see. Is there anything else? Also, if you run into a young woman in the ranger court, green eyes, blonde hair and a bob, appears to probably have some scratches over herself. I believe you know who I'm talking about. Senshin, Raijin, you may roll, David with disadvantage.
So Senshin.
Of
Okay,
course.
Senshin and Raijin.
Oh,
I
God
rolled
damn
like
it.
average.
Taisho cannot.
Whoops, sorry. Disadvantage. Oh, doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Hmm.
The description sounds vaguely familiar, to, Senshin. Raijin. I will, send that to you privately.
What specific is this? A roll with anything? Because I might have the skill.
History.
I don't have that, so no.
+2, so 13.
Alright, well, David, you also succeed. Okay, I'll just say it out loud. The description sounds similar to the princess of this realm.
Oh. Right, that's
If you
what it
see
is.
her, I would kindly request that you do not arrest her.
Yeah,
That
no, that's understandable.
sure, whatever you say, sir.
Wait, but what if she's attacking a beastkin or humanoid monster?
I have
that she will not.
I have that she would. That she would. Yes, I think we'll be fine.
I can absolutely. Also, if she asks for your aid, please help her.
Okay, day.
Alright.
Well, let's get going, shall we, guys?
Yeah,
It might
gotta
be
sort
folly of
out.
me to ask, but young Taishiro,
Hmm?
are you familiar with another talking gnoll? A fair bit older. One by the name of Ruma?
Wait, you know Mr. Ruma?
I do. He's an old friend of mine. I thought the odds might be slim, but I figured I should ask.
Oh my god, okay. Oh my god, okay, can you send him a message for me, maybe? Tell him that I finally managed to get out? I'm on my way?
I can. Absolutely.
Awesome. Thank you.
He's the reason why I'm so passionate about making sure that monsters are welcome in this kingdom. I wouldn't want to make this place somewhere that's cruel to an old friend of mine.
Oh wow. Small world, I guess.
You have
I guess
no
so.
idea. Yeah, once you reach a
And
high enough level, you start to know everybody.
Yeah, that settles it. I'm definitely getting into the college now. Oh, I should probably tell you guys about that. Yeah.
You can tell us as we go and investigate things.
alright. As you guys go, I'm going to run a short flashback, which I'm not going to do frequently, but I figure it's worthwhile.
Yay, time for flashback piece. I mean,
Look, I know this isn't One Piece, but I still want to do it. Okay. You'll see a man looking a lot like the king, except he's got blonde hair in this one instead of salt and pepper. It's likely he used to dye it. He's interacting with a young beastkin boy, a young gnoll. The boy, Ruma, was the adopted son of some noble woman from the crown, the only one of his race there. Despite all the strange looks and comments, the boy didn't look at all intimidated. He was cracking jokes with all the noble children, with mixed reactions. Then, the boy approached the young prince. They were awkward. The prince didn't know how to talk to him. Until they mentioned... Sorry, I was planning on doing this a lot less awkwardly.
it's fine.
Until Ruma mentioned a story that we'd both read. A tale of the world's greatest and first herald, Inuma. Then he pointed to the character, and shouted that he'd become a far greater herald. Not merely a herald of war, but a herald of a kinder time to come. I encouraged him, but I didn't believe that he'd succeed. Over the years, I saw his words weren't just a boast. He returned from heralding a war on the Horn with not only tales of disparate communities joining together and building villages in the wake of destruction, of wild animals and illusory beasts who helped travelers return home safely, but tales of a mechanical march of armor-clad soldiers who hated and disregarded those they conquered, slaughtering without a second thought. The question of what army, what faces lay behind those helms, is a modern-day literary field day. The man's works became so praised that the leaders of the four nations changed many laws regarding the rights of beastkin and monsters. And to this day, everyone still questions whether it's a metaphor for war, or whether there was some truth behind those helmed figures. The name of this man is Ruma Akijan, Chancellor of the Hoseki College of Legends, the sentient gnoll that everyone knows of.
I remember the last name Akijan.
Yeah, that's from the Lost campaign.
Yeah, I remember that for the first run.
Yeah, I've kept the name. I have kept some names.
And that's cool.
Okay, the rest of you guys. Obviously, Taishiro knows who Ruma is. You guys have been outright told that he's the he's the Chancellor of the College of Legends in Hoseki. You might be aware of some parts of his career, but only if you've been on the Horn, which, honestly, I think Raijin's the only one that probably hasn't been much.
I mean, if there's constant wars there, there's a chance Sentient's been.
There's a very high chance that Sentient's been, and also for the
Also,
same reason of there being constant wars, David's probably been there as well.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
What?
What?
I can't hear anything right now. One sec. Hello?
Hi.
Hey.
Nope, can't hear anything.
Okay.
Technical difficulties.
Yay!
And I felt this pain when I was trying to get my headset to work. Okay.
Okay. Do not know what happened there. I lost complete audio. I fixed it now.
Okay.
I can hear
So you
you
can
now.
hear us?
Yeah, can you repeat everything for like
okay.
the last 40 seconds?
Okay. How much of the flashback did you hear?
All the flashback came through.
Okay.
So basically, the last thing I heard was I said something. I said Sentient's probably been to the Horn. You started telling me something, and then I lost audio.
Okay. Yeah, there's a slim chance that you guys might have met him at some point. Though I don't think the timing quite works out, so
Yeah, I
probably
really
not.
doubt it.
Yeah.
You probably know someone who knows him personally, though since you guys don't specifically associate with bards, you probably haven't interacted with him much.
I
You
don't
stopped being a herald
Yeah.
a while ago.
I don't associate with those nerds.
I'm saying, like, you don't specifically seek bards out, so
I
you
know,
probably
I
haven't
know.
run into him.
Yeah, that the nerds. Sheesh.
That's the wizards, actually, and yes, you do associate with nerds because Raijin is in your party.
Hey, look, I'm not insulting nerds. Believe me, I.
Also, David, you are a mage as well, so you would absolutely fall under that nerd category too.
Few
Yep,
people
I'm.
call- few people call me a nerd when I was working.
Nerd.
Just because I stopped.
Really?
Just because I missed a couple of orders because I was rereading that legend book.
Nerd.
Look, reading is fun, and look, some of us can appreciate being nerds.
Wait, is everyone here a nerd except for you, Mr. Senshin?
I speak out of character because Senshin would not be calling people nerds.
Mr. Senbon?
Mr. Shin.
Oh no.
Fucking
Okay.
stop.
So, you guys have left the castle. That's just the main gate. There are side gates. You would be going into the campus quarter and would be going into one of the libraries. Uh, let's see. Taishore wouldn't know this. Raijin has absolutely visited the libraries. Senshin and David, I'm not sure if you've specifically visited the libraries here.
Probably not.
So,
Yeah, I'd say no.
let's see. Advantage for Raijin, everyone else flat.
Yep, fair enough.
Okay, so
The DC is low.
What is this? History?
Yeah, you all succeed. Or rather,
Okay.
history or investigation. Either way, the DC was 8, so you guys do all succeed. And now I need to get up my map because I did not. Give me a second. I need to get my DM map.
Great
up.
work.
Sorry.
Okay.
Look, it
10,000
happens.
points.
10,000 points from Gryffindor. Great.
From Gryffindor.
Yes.
Okay. So, you guys would know or at least be able to tell based on what you've seen at the libraries. This one is the one that typically has a lot of the bardic tales. This one is a more general purpose library that has a lot of like medical, scientific, raw historical documents rather than bardic interpretations. And this one is the one with magical texts and textbooks.
Grand.
Oh, guys!
We have a job to do.
The area is pretty quiet. Aside from the inside of the libraries, which look incredibly busy. There's a lot of people walking around in similar robes, not the kind of robes you saw the other day. These are pretty clearly the robes of the Church of the Healing Flame. They're more orange colored, and it looks like they have some flame lapels.
Guys, we're inside the campus.
There we are.
Okay, cool.
Oh, so many books.
Which library are you guys going into?
I know which one Tantra wants to go into.
Yep,
which
I
one
know
would be
as
the
well.
most important?
Well, there's one that obviously contains the most information that you guys would be looking for on the mission, one which contains
Yeah.
some information, and one which contains no information.
Let's go for the one which gives us information, shall we?
Yeah.
Wizard Library it is.
The story one is over there. We could.
Look, we'll double back once we're done with what we need to do.
We should probably work on fixing all of the problems. Like,
Yeah, and then you can go there.
Right, got it. The life of an adventure is so hard.
we
Alright.
I will begrudgingly go to the statistic library.
The Wizard Library. The
Wizard.
Magic Library.
Not
It's
going
not
to the yellow one.
statistics, that's the other one. That's the orange
Yeah,
library.
yeah.
Oh, right. Okay, I thought
the
we're going to the statistics library to.
You're
go
going
to
to the place where people are researching the nature of curses and enchantments, which is unambiguously magic.
Yeah, it's... Oh, not biology, that's for sure.
domain expansion.
Some people have magic as a part of their biology.
I mean... That's a point, but... Really, we do need to go to this one, and Dave will point to the correct one.
Alright.
Yeah, we...
Hey, you said you were my sky, which means you follow me wherever I go.
I also misspoke. I was meaning scribe.
Well, too bad. You're a squire for now.
But I don't want to become a knight.
You're the one that said it, and I just agreed.
Alright. You guys will head in and see that the library is rather busy. You'll look around, there's plenty of healers, and it looks like most of the regular folk are currently not in the library. The majority of it has been taken over by what looks to be members of the Church of the Healing Flame, as well as just library staff. The place looks packed, there aren't many books on the shelves, and the staff are not particularly paying attention to anything that's going on.
Whoa. This place is busy.
Hey guys, remember to put it on the main file so that we can keep our research useful. Look, I've been trying, but I haven't been able to find anything useful in this book. Okay, well, get to another one. Keep combing. We need to figure out as much as we can about the curse. Got it, sir.
Hey, Senshi,
Honestly.
I think they've got this covered.
I severely disagree.
Hello there. The library's a bit, well, closed at the moment. Semester's suspended for present if you're students. What are you here for?
We were here to help, actually.
I see.
Senshi
Are you-
Murray.
Ah, so you are here in official capacity. And I assume these three are with you?
Yep, that
Wait.
is Taishiro, that is
Hello.
David,
I
and that's...
recognize you. Miss Yamino Atami Ryu.
Yep,
A pleasure to see you again.
same to you.
All right.
This guy's name.
I'll get you over to the head healer. He should be able to brief you on the current state of affairs, and if the main document has been properly updated, we're trying, okay? Then you should be able to get a fairly comprehensive look at where we've gotten up to.
You're
Oh,
popular.
that's great.
You're popular, Miss Raijin.
Yeah, it counts when your family's rich and powerful.
Also, you definitely did take some classes here. He
Oh, 100%.
recognized you as an alumni.
Oh, 100%, yeah. Look, I studied here, and my family's rich and powerful. It's not hard.
You studied here?
Yeah, I studied in most places for magic.
You think you could put in a good word for me?
It's a university. It's not difficult to just, like, say I want to go here.
I don't know how this stuff works.
Okay, let's go, shall we?
All right. So, I was told there was an envoy here from the king.
Yo.
Yeah, be correct.
So I see he sent some adventurers. Great, we could definitely use the extra aid. And I don't suppose there's a enchantment mage among you, or someone that's well versed in this field?
I've studied enchantment magic quite a lot. I just don't use it.
I have enchantment magic.
Oh, excellent. Have you studied it?
No, but I have it.
Okay, we need someone who's studied it a bit.
I've
All
studied
right.
a substantial amount. Yes, I'll do it. Don't worry,
All
I
right.
can deal with it.
So, to give you the rundown, we've attempted quite a number of things to try and heal the situation. So, we've attempted conventional healing. Healing magic has not made any difference. It clearly isn't effective rather than being insufficient, because it would have done something, if very little, if healing magic was effective against it. Therefore, it's not some kind of injury. It's not a disease because any cleric would have been able to detect it, even if they wouldn't have been able to cure it. We've studied people before and after they've been affected, and there doesn't appear to be any change in their evil nature, so that's clearly not a problem.
You can detect that?
Yeah, detect good and evil. It's a basic spell.
It's a supernatural evil rather than a natural evil. Someone's proclivity to murder would not be detected, but unnatural presences within them would be. Anyway, we've attempted to remove possession. There was no resistance, so it's unlikely that there was any additional soul in their body. Our current running theory is that it's either a curse or an enchantment due to the ineffectiveness of everything else. It's clearly not a curse upon the body, because it would simply be overwhelmed with enough mana being poured in. And if it's a curse upon the mind or soul, it's, well, quite simply above our pay grade. We aren't exactly arcane mages ourselves, though we have studied a bit. So we'd need a particularly skilled curse mage, and, well, with the legalities surrounding that, it's rather difficult to come across one. And there are very few enchantment mages in the kingdom who would be capable of casting a counter charm, so we can't tell if they've been compelled to act in that way. I assume you'd be capable of casting one.
I don't have a specific spell for it, but would I be able to?
Uh, you do have access to enchantment magic. A counter charm is basically just where you use enchantment magic in order to make your words seem more reasonable or to compel the action of someone else. A counter charm is basically just where you compel a person to not be affected by enchantment magic.
Okay, so I would have that even if I don't have
So
a
yes,
specific spell for it. Okay.
yeah, you don't have a specific spell, but it is definitely something you can do.
I am capable of doing that, yeah.
Excellent. In that case, would you possibly be able? Do you have clearance to visit the quarantine district?
Yep, we do.
If all right, excellent. Then we won't need to send someone alongside you. Obviously, we've called out to clerics of Dane or Death, but haven't been able to get in contact, so it's unlikely we'll be able to proceed on the curse front for a while. Unless, of course, we find a break condition. So far, we haven't had much luck.
Okay then.
There's also another theory we have regarding it being a curse. Or rather, this isn't a theory on how to cure it, but it might be a theory on how to prevent it from spreading any further. Oh, yep. Let's see. Okay, I'll get to that in a minute.
Oh no, you don't have to. I'm just noting it down.
Yeah, I'll get to it in a minute. Okay, so you see how it's been affecting most beast cannon monsters, aside from your young friend, of course, so far.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thing is, we have a theory it isn't affecting all monsters. If you've been here a while, you're probably aware that there's a pack of werewolves somewhere on the island.
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
They haven't attacked anyone, and they only appear around the full moon. There's above 10 of them, but we don't know exactly how many. But this curse is causing people to lose their higher reasoning. Would it not force them to transform into wolves? And would the Rangers not have picked up on that?
So you're suggesting it's some
I'm-
sort of this werewolf thing.
What I'm suggesting is that since the werewolves haven't transformed, and since we have every reason to believe they're still on the island, this might not be something that passively spreads, but is caused individually, if that is the case. In which case, it might not be the case of a disease or a curse which was cast upon one person. If that is the case, it's a major security risk. And it's also something that should be prevented if we can simply find the costers. It's something we're looking to confirm. If we can confirm that there are indeed still werewolves in this city, and they have been completely unaffected for all this time, normally it affects people fairly quickly. Most of the beastkin and monsters in the city have been affected within about a week. So, and not even just in the city, on the farms outside as well. So, if there are still werewolves in this island, why have they not been affected yet?
I'll be on the lookout for werewolves then.
Yeah.
It's likely you won't find them in their lichen form. It's most likely that they have regular jobs and are integrated into society. They've probably found some way of hiding themselves.
I'll find a way to sniff them out.
Mm.
No pun intended, but pun definitely intended.
Yes. You're aware that it's not a crime, yes? This is merely a group that ideally you should communicate with rather than...
I will try and communicate them. I do not care if they're a lycanthrope or anything, really. I'm a fucking Chikoko Umrai. Why the hell would I care? Like, the definition of monster doesn't mean anything to me. Hell, half my squad was goblins back in the day.
Good. Well, I'm obviously of the same sympathies as the king, rather than of the Ranger Corps.
Yeah, they're just dicks. I didn't say that out loud. Be professional.
Yes. So, they're likely able to regularly leave town. hide or heal any injuries or damage. Or if they live outside town, they're likely hiding at a farm or a cottage somewhere.
Okay. We might have to investigate for them later.
Alright,
Sweet.
if that's the case, good luck.
Yep. Okay, we're
And
going to the
Huh?
court.
we'll help you if you need anything else.
Thanks.
Hmm.
Let's go to the
And
quarantine
now I'm
center.
going to cut over to Taishiro,
Wandered off by himself.
Oh, motherfucker!
who wandered off by himself.
Oh,
You
oh,
left
I
him
guess we
alone-
gotta chase him down.
Okay,
You left him alone in the library. What did you
We
expect
didn't leave
from
him alone. He was with us.
he was with you. Unfortunately, he left.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Taishiro, you are make a perception check. The DC is low. Do you have proficiency?
Let me check.
Please tell me you have
Pretty
proficiency.
sure I have to. Yes.
All right, cool. You'll see a devilish-looking human boy. Looks like he's in his late teens or early 20s. He's wearing loose-fitting brown overalls, as opposed to the uniforms around here. Before he approaches you, he's looking at a necklace of a crescent moon pendant, which he quickly stuffs back into his overalls before he walks up to you. He's got a short and wiry build. Excuse me. Do you happen to know where the law books are?
Oh, no, I'm very, very new here. I'm actually just trying to find any books.
I think I might be in the wrong library. I'm not sure. I'm trying to look up bail conditions for my idiot uncles. They got arrested recently.
Why did your uncle get arrested? Did
Assault. They attacked some people on some path outside of town. I don't know why they did it.
your uncle doesn't sound like a very nice guy?
Bunch of them, actually. My family's pretty big. Not that they like to admit it.
Well, I think
I'm James, by the way.
Sorry, what was the name?
I'm
James.
James, by the way.
James. Okay, sorry, failed it.
Like the first and third, sixth.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, James.
Mm.
Tanjiro.
Nice to meet you, Taishiro. And he'll offer to shake hands.
Tanjiro will shake hands.
Everyone seems to be pretty panicked around here.
Yeah, apparently it has something to do with the plague curse thing that's going around.
You know, I think I'm not supposed to be in here. Most of the people have these robes on. I kind of just snuck in looking for books. I'm not sure how illegal a lot of the stuff my family's done is, and I'm trying to check before they do something that's, you know, death penalty level.
Well, apparently if they destroy a bunch of flowers, that's considered death penalty level.
Destroying flowers? No, I've got to check that for myself. That sounds absurd. Sure. Wait.
That's just about the most I can.
Wait. No. I've got to check this for myself.
I can't just
Take a claim like that at face value. I need to make sure that I'm
diligent. I'm making sure.
I'm diligent. I'm making sure that the information I get is accurate.
I mean, yeah, sure. I just heard that from. I just heard that from when they. Oh wow, I don't know if I can call myself his friend or his student or what.
Meanwhile, with Etchin, get back here, you fairy shit!
Yep, that sounds like your friend right there.
A person I know was I just know it because a person that I know was talking about the princess or something.
The princess.
Yeah, she's apparently on the death penalty because she destroyed a bunch of flowers.
Okay, kid, you're seriously accepting all of that at face value?
I don't really know what's supposed to be right and wrong at the moment. I've not been around for very long. That's just
I mean, you Let's see. You look like about. You look only a couple years younger than I do. Like maybe 6 at most. How old are you anyway?
I think I've been around for 12 years physically.
Hmm,
So I only really
physically.
remember about. I only really remember about 6 of them.
Physically. So do you mean your soul was around for longer? Oh, did you reincarnate in that body?
What? Being Nate?
Nah, that's something super rare. That's probably not something most people can do. Wait,
I came from a. I came from a cellar. I came from a bar.
a bar. Okay, wait. You're a null. Okay.
Mhm.
Does that mean that you were a slave or a result of genetic experimentation? Because both of those seem equally reasonable to me right now.
They
Oh,
do?
yeah. Sorry. That is probably super rude. Um, I just kind of say stuff a lot of the time, without thinking about it. Apparently, just saying exactly what's on your mind is not a common thing outside of my family. Sorry.
I. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I'm very confused. Let's just start over a little bit. Hi, I'm Taishiro. I don't know anything. That's why I'm at a library.
Uh, Hi, I'm James. I'm probably at the wrong library trying to check whether my family should be arrested or not. And at that point, you guys can come up.
I'm gonna
Wow, you
pick him
wanna
up by his goddamn collar and look him in the eyes.
Oh,
Oh, hey, Toshiro. Seems like you made a friend here.
Why the bloody hell did you walk off?
I realized I wasn't sure if I was technically doing enchantment magic, so I wanted to double check. Also, hi, this is a. Also, James, this is a friend I know.
Hi. Hi, Taishiro's friend. What's your name?
Senshin.
Cool.
Is that cool?
Wait, the super powerful mercenary group?
Oh wait, yeah, you might know the law. You might know the law.
Uh,
Is his uncle gonna die?
The, okay.
Cover more.
Context.
Explain more.
I'm looking for law books. Bunch of my uncles got arrested for assault, and I'm trying to check what kind of penalty they're going to be facing.
hmm.
It shouldn't be the death penalty.
I thought not. Okay, why do you just say stuff without checking whether it's true? I mean, seriously, I know this is the wrong library, but you're in a library.
If you
And how are you supposed to?
where Raijin, where are the law books? Where would the books on law be?
Is it in this library?
Would it
There's
be?
like 3 of them.
Would it be this library?
No, it would be the orange-topped library.
One with the orange roof.
Oh, thank you.
Look number.
Thank you.
Look for the five. Look for the numbers at 500.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Alright, I better get out of here.
Yeah.
I've been getting some weird looks for a while.
Yeah,
I don't think I'm supposed to be in here.
I think you got lost, pal, and that's why you're getting weird looks. But yeah, I don't know. There's some major
Well-
kerfuffle going on.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, my aunt kind of just left me here and told me to go chat with people. I don't think I got the full message. She kind of just said half of it as she was walking off.
You don't seem to have people who are taking good care of you, kid.
You'd think with the number of uncles and aunts I have that at least one of them would supervise me, but no.
I have a set of questions, and I do not think they will be answered.
I mean, I'm not exactly planning on lying if you ask.
No, what I'm saying is I don't think you have the answers.
Probably not. My family is irresponsible.
Yeah,
Wait, who are you? Wait, who is your family anyway? Is it a well-known one? Like these two's?
No, I'm not. I'm
These
not from any
threes?
rich family.
Are you just gonna keep...
I-
Dude.
Hmm.
Tai, Shiro, chill on the everything. Can we please just cover the simple parts before you start rushing off and saying more stuff without context?
I was an orphan. I got adopted by a bunch of people.
Okay.
My name doesn't even indicate what family I'm from. Uzdan of Zendan.
Fantastic. Cool. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Zantan. I'm good with that. Now, Taishiro, you know you should know this just really quickly. Most of the time, it's not the smartest idea to just say shit without knowing everything behind it.
It isn't.
No, you should probably at least familiarize yourself a little bit with what you are saying before you start saying it with any sort of authority.
Yeah, you're gonna debate internally before you say it externally.
Okay, so how do I do this?
Right.
Don't say things with certainty if you don't know them, for starters. Like, ask it as a question. Like, I don't know whether treading on flowers is a cause for the death penalty.
That
I
is
think
not
I
a,
just
that is not death penalty worthy. That's like at most a misdemeanor.
but
I
just
I
talking.
figured that wasn't right. Why did you say that?
I was just saying what they were talking about.
We
They
didn't
was
say
talking about
anything of the sort.
Right.
Damaging flowers
But we-
is not. At no point did I indicate that damaging flowers was worthy of the death penalty.
You're saying that they were trying to kill the princess because she damaged a bunch of flowers.
That is, I
Uh,
never once said that.
No, because the princess was. Man, where did you get that from, Taishiro?
Nope, I get where he gets said that from. Shut up.
So wait, if I wait, how am I supposed to? How am I supposed to be certain of anything then? I mean, if I'm not, if I can't
Well,
say what they say, and
you learn it from a reliable source, someone that knows what they're talking about.
Also,
or
make
you
sure
read it from a book
Also,
that you are fairly certain knows what they're talking about.
also make sure what you're saying is actually what I bleedin' said.
wait, what did you say then? Because I thought that's what you said.
You were too young to know what I actually said.
I can't make myself older.
Exactly, so we're not talking about this conversation anymore, and you will never again bring up that part of the conversation.
Wait. Flowers. Oh. Okay. Right. Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
But
Huh. Okay.
That is almost everything he said
I'm
was
gonna get in
entirely
trouble if I tell him that, right?
almost everything was incorrect, and we will not bring it up to see with him again. Understood?
Yes.
Fantastic. I am glad you are so quick on the uptake.
Yeah, I've kind of learned slowly that there are some things that I shouldn't just blurt out. It took me a while.
Congratulations,
Wait.
you are already further ahead than he is.
wait.
I've been around for longer than he has. He's at least 6 years younger than me.
How old are you?
So hold on. How did you learn what you should and shouldn't just blurt out?
A bunch of people got arrested. Then I learned that there was some stuff I shouldn't blurt out.
In the stories I read, all the main heroes always just blurt out whatever's on their mind.
Yeah, that gets people arrested or killed, or
People,
much worse.
You know that actually, I'm pretty sure in stories. Actually, wrong words. In stories, they probably are thinking those things, Taishiro. Because
No, I remember at least one of them insulted a dragon directly to his face because they didn't stop holding back or something.
okay, and did that person get turned into a crisp?
Yeah, but he got better.
Okay, well you see, that's called saying something you shouldn't. You do not call out dragons to their faces because that is stupid and dumb and will get you hurt. Don't say things that are likely to get you hurt, and the way you can figure that out is if it would be offensive to somebody or it's against the law. These are fairly basic principles.
Is there like a book I can read on this?
Yeah, actually, I think I've got a couple here, and you'll just look at James as he pulls out a bunch of books from what appears to be his overalls. One of them will be on basic principles of academia, and the other one doesn't seem to have a cover. It's just kind of got, like, a brown leather binding and nothing on it.
Eps.
Oh,
This one's just based on research that I've done myself.
Oh.
So, take it with a grain of salt. Do you know what that means? Don't assume it's true. Test it. As per this book, the scientific method, academic honesty, that sort of thing.
Okay.
I've got spares. Or, well, if you like, you can return it to my place in the market no, commercial district, wasn't it? It's near the port gate. It's one of the inns there. Let me just write this down. I'm here. If I sleep there, rather. If you want to talk about it at some point, I'd be interested.
That sounds really fun.
I
Um,
I don't meet many people that are looking to learn about academics or, well, yeah, how to find out the truth of what's going on.
are you a part of the college?
Oh, no, but the libraries are sometimes open to the public, or you know, open enough that you can just walk in the door. I'm not sure whether they're like officially allowed in, but no one stopped me, so
Well, I'll be sure to have read. I'll be sure to have read all of these before I see you next.
all right. Well, I look forward to seeing you later, Tesher.
You too, James.
Bye. And he's just gonna leave the library and start heading to the other one.
Bye. So, Mr. Senshin, could you put me down now, so I can pick up the books?
I'm gonna lean down and pick up the books and then give them to him while still holding him because I don't trust him to be walking on his own right now.
Thank you.
Well, I guess that works.
Tycho will open one of the books and start reading it whilst just dangling, I guess. Confirmed, Tycho is autistic as fuck.
No, he just has he's not autistic. He's ADHD, and grew up in a sewer.
He didn't grow up in a sewer, he grew up in a cellar. There is a difference.
And also, probably the reason why Taisho thinks that all the heroes from all the stories speak their mind all the time is because he's only read like 4 stories.
And once again, most likely a lot of that was internal monologue, and he doesn't know the difference.
Sure. And did that guy get burnt to a crisp? Yeah, but he got better.
Man.
So, yeah, that was James.
I like
Yeah.
him.
Fair.
What was his last name?
Ozdan.
There we go. Of Zandan. James Ozdan of Zandan.
No, Ozdan is short for Ovzandan. He's trying to make it sound like he has an actual surname, even though he doesn't have a family name.
Maybe I should try and do that.
Eh.
What would that make it? I'll think of it later. So, what did you guys manage to learn?
Decent bit. We're going to be going into the quarantine area right now, so
Yes.
let's get going. Also,
Right.
you're sticking with one. Also, you're going to be stick with me or David the entire time. And David, if anyone looks like they're doing anything magically funny, chuck a rock at their head.
Don't worry, I know. I'm definitely not going to be going off of guard.
No, seriously, at their head, between the eyes, max force.
I am a little
I'm
worried.
just aiming to knock them out. I'm not aiming to kill.
I am a little
Not
worried.
at their, not between the eyes, max force.
That's
Sorry,
what I meant.
I'm not used to needing to bring in people alive.
Look, you know how I work, Senshin. I'm gonna try and not kill them, on principle.
Yes, that's the correct move.
I am a little worried. I mean, isn't that the area where all the beastkin have been going?
Correct, however, it's not
Definitely.
moving like a disease, which means that you'll
Yeah,
be
it's
safe.
But I
Yeah.
also don't know how it's moving, and if I had to do something to go crazy.
You'll be fine. We'll make sure of it. Also, I honestly think you'd be safer with us in there than on your own out here. Since it's not even spreading inside just the quarantine area, it's popping up around the city as well.
Yeah.
That's true.
So being on your own is a bad idea, which is why I'm currently holding you, because I don't trust you to not wander off still.
I just wanted to read a book, and I couldn't find any because all the shelves were empty.
You also didn't tell us you were leaving.
Oh, supposed to do that?
Yes. Yes, you are, especially in a scenario where we would be concerned by you going missing. Like, I don't know, all the fucking time.
Sorry, I'll keep an, I'll remember that from now on.
Please do.
By the way, by the way, those guys that
I was wondering, that was one of the major problems for this session of how do I get Taishiro to have a conversation with
hated
this
each
one
other.
guy
He would've
alone,
run off on
and
his
then
own.
he just
Yeah.
fucks off. And it's like, okay, I'll do it now, I guess.
yes, you didn't count on my desire
I
to be
just-
shit.
I did not know.
Yep.
He was in a library, surrounded by books, and didn't fully understand the conversation that was currently happening. So I figured that would make sense for him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that makes
that-
perfect
that-
sense.
Yeah.
Hey, it made my job easier.
Okay, let's move.
You are welcome.
Thank you. You made my job easier.
And by the way, those guys who were the cultists that we fought yesterday,
Yeah.
what was it that they were wearing around their necks?
Crescent Moon necklace, I think.
You didn't happen to see one, did you, Taishiro?
And I'm not supposed to blurt out things that are on my mind, right?
Oh, fucking hell.
Until I have all of the
Was it
until
that
I
kid?
have all the information. I saw someone with a crescent moon.
Was it that kid?
It was that kid is definitely someone.
It is a yes or no
Um,
question, Taishiro. Just fucking tell me.
I don't know everything.
Did
He
okay?
did have-
Do you know if he was the person you saw with the necklace?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it was him.
Cool.
Got it.
Right.
Thank you.
But like I said, I don't know everything, so maybe it's just a cool piece of jewelry that he found because he didn't. He had a lot of other things.
Okay, so might need to keep an eye on that kid then.
He did give you his home address.
I might check. Yeah, I might check that later.
Yep. But don't worry, Taishiro, we are going to be diplomatic about it. We're not going to go in there and, well,
Yay,
Uh,
diplomaticism!
change. Yeah, I guess it would be that. Yeah, sure.
All right. And you'll see Thatcher slap himself on the cheeks a couple times. Okay, let's do this.
All right.
To quarantine.
So, you guys make your way to the edge of the quarantine zone. Okay, so on the outer edges of the quarantine zone, you will see large reinforced concrete walls, and above it, as you're walking towards it, you can see what appears to be a thick metal mesh, though you can't see it in much detail because it is way above you. It looks to be really secure. The only way in looks like one door, which is also reinforced metal, which looks like it's got a couple of like arcane locks on it. There's a guard standing there with a woman from the Virgil Duff Brigade who is wearing the symbol of the 48th squad, if I can say it correctly. Sea Elf woman. Okay. So, any updates? No, ma'am. Alright. Well, I'm just gonna do the inspection of the area, and then I'll get out of here, okay? Yes. You got it. Okay. Oh. Hi there.
Hi.
Hello there.
Are you here for something?
Yeah, we're gonna be doing an investigation of the inside of that thing.
Mind if I ask on whose authority?
The King's, and he'll show off the thingy.
Cool. Well, I was about to do an inspection myself, so might as well let you in with myself. Guard, is that okay? Yes, ma'am. Great. Alright, well. You guys want additional muscle, or you want space? I can do either.
Muscle might help, just in case.
All right then.
You can help us keep an eye on this munchkin, and then he'll just sort of stink eye tie sure who he is still holding.
Hi, I'm the Munchkin.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi, Munchkin. Do you have a name?
Yeah, it's Taishiro.
Nice.
Do you have a name?
Sure. I'm Nessa.
Hi, Nessa.
All right.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I just
Yeah.
don't trust him to not just run off and do something stupid, because earlier he just ran off while we were having an important conversation with people. And
Right.
didn't
Right.
tell us he was
Yeah.
leaving.
Temptation is definitely there in the middle of boring meetings, but you gotta stay safe, especially with how the city's been these days.
Don't worry.
We had to send Damien out of town. It's certainly not been great.
Damien.
Half-orc. He's a half-orc who's on the squad. We wanted to be extra careful.
Ah, the orcs.
Hmm.
Some of my favorite warriors.
Would they be considered monsters too?
Oh,
Absolutely.
orcs. Yeah, 100%. As for half-orcs, well, he has a craving for a lot more red meat than normal, but it's not like he's ever hurt anyone, but, well, don't want to risk an officer.
So you sent him off because you were scared of getting this weird disease?
No. He's with the captain. He's just got another responsibility. I'm just belly aching.
Yeah, fair.
I'm gonna roll
Anyway.
insight with Raijin.
Okay.
I know what that's on about.
Well,
Yeah, she's got a bit of a thing for him, and she's a little annoyed, that her crush is, no longer in town. Also, she is
definitely worried about it.
definitely worried about him.
Oh, it's so perfect that I got a nat 20 on that. I was like, I'm pretty sure I know what's going on. Nat 20. Oh, I know what's on.
Yeah, she wants to stomp on his flowers.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
She
She
wants
wants.
the death penalty.
She wants him to. She wants him to stomp on all of her flowers.
She wants the death penalty, that's for sure.
It's like the fucking Orihime joke we were watching Bleach about how she had a master plan.
Yep.
Her plan to get with the Chico is more in depth than fucking I.
Yeah, what was it? The plan where her plan
She's
is
trying
so
to get
elaborate
with a shonen protagonist.
before the
And
series
that
is
is more
over
difficult
too.
than any villain plan.
Before the series
Yeah.
is over as well was an important distinction.
Mm.
It's an 18 layered plan
wow.
with thousands upon thousands of ways to do it.
Oh yeah, she wants the death penalty. I love that.
Wow, that's extensive. Not that I'm surprised.
There were a lot of good jokes when we were doing that.
Orihime wants the ginger. Actually, wait. Ichigo's a ginger. How's he a soul reaper?
Well, he's stealing other people's souls so that he has one for himself.
Yeah, they keep,
Right.
don't
right,
forget, he
makes
keeps
sense.
getting kicked out of his body. I think gingers are just better at being kicked out of their bodies because their souls are already not used to being connected to their body.
Wow.
Anyway,
Offending
we
all.
should probably
I
stop
say that I actually have a ginger beard, so.
Yeah, you really
You'd be
can't
an
say
excellent
anything,
soul
Liam.
reaper, my man.
Yeah.
For whatever that's worth.
I can't be worse than I can't be worse than strawberry.
Well, hopefully you'd get some actual training, unlike the strawberry.
Maybe I'd get the most basic of information.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have the cheating genetics on your side, so you'd actually need to do well on
Oh,
your
you
own
don't know
merit.
that.
You might have
yes.
cheating genetics.
Spoiler alert, James Conley actually had the Sharingan.
Yeah, I'll just awaken my Mangekyo and steal my brother's eyes.
Wow. I mean,
Wait,
how's
that
that
implies-
for brotherly love?
Wait, that implies that James Conley is Indra? Then who the fuck is Asha?
Well.
Well,
I hear he's a demon in this campaign.
Quiet, you Brit.
I hear
What?
he's a demon in this
There is
campaign,
an
but
opera.
It's
there
not
is an
Indra.
Ashura.
No.
Anyway,
No.
back to the quarantine area.
Yeah, back to the campaign, shall
Yep.
we? Raijin's gonna just sort of. Oh, so that's why you're sad he's not here.
So it is because of the concern of.
What do you mean?
Oh,
What do you mean?
Oh, that's 100% part of it, but She wants to go flower picking with him.
Oh.
I mean, that might be nice, but that's besides the point.
I'm
But wait, if she
complete.
does that, but wait, if she does that, isn't she gonna get the death penalty?
I'm complete.
No, that's not.
What are you on about, kid?
I am
Sorry,
complete.
Picking flowers isn't a crime at all. It might be a misdemeanor if you do it in the castle grounds, but
sorry,
that's
we
it.
already sorry, we already went over this. I'm just a little shaken up right now.
I am totally lost.
Okay. All right, kid. If you need to ask any legal questions, that's fine. I am a member of the Virgil Death Brigade. I'm pretty familiar with the law of this place, and I can absolutely assure you there are no laws regarding flower. Oh, wait.
I'm so fucking confused right now.
Is
Yeah.
the term you're
Join the
talking about
club, mate.
deflowering?
Um,
Oh,
well, that's what they were calling it. Yeah.
wait, but
Okay.
that.
That has nothing to do with flowers.
I'm gonna-
That is a specific
Oh.
legal term that's.
I'm going to drive my head through a brick wall. Can we please do the thing and nearly die?
David's just gonna ask that.
Sure. Alright, let's go. Deflowering
Oh,
has nothing to
please.
do with flowers. Don't worry. Okay, kid?
Man, can I get weeds or vines instead? I've had enough about flowers. Ugh. David's just gonna walk.
I am gonna
past.
drive my head through a brick wall. Can we go now?
Alright. So, the poor
district has monsters, beastkin, and a couple of humans that remain.
district has women
yours
that
delayed again.
remained. Simply because they're treating it as a disease. Okay. Hi.
Hello. I mean, you're not delayed for me, but obviously.
Yeah, I think you
Okay.
muted
Yeah.
it.
Can you guys hear me okay now?
Yeah, you've
Yep.
caught back up again.
Alright. So, the district is super quiet. The only people that are in there, the majority of people in there are monsters, beastkin, as well as a couple of humans that remained due to this being treated as a disease. Any of the monsters or beastkin with the weird eye thing are typically look like they're either in cages or some like makeshift jail that they've set up. And they've got a bunch of the city's elite guards guarding the place. I'm just going to send that. Most of them are human. No, all of them are human. Thought I was remembering one wrong. 100% of them are humans.
Human.
Quite a few of them. Shut up. Quite a few of them seem to be older, appearing in their like 40s or 60s, but they have an assuredness and a tight grip on their weapons. It's pretty clear that they're old and experienced, rather than just some slobs that were put on the place. There's a lot more of them than there are of younger people. The streets are fairly quiet aside from guards. Most people are in their houses. The Hunters Guild, which is the central area, has a few people milling about it, though they're all standing near what appears to be a butcher shop.
Curious.
Everyone do an investigation check. I'm gonna do one for Nessa.
I don't think that.
Okay, so first session, then... Okay, I did goo. Holy fuck.
Alright.
Oh wow.
How did all of us do better than the actual professional?
She's already been here before, so she's looking for new stuff. You guys are having a first look. So she's already succeeded a couple of checks. So, district is walled off by solid concrete. The top is covered by a steel mesh. You can see that the bases are rooted in the concrete. You could probably get a hand through, but not an entire body. And there are no holes in the concrete that you can see that would allow anything larger than an insect. Not even a rat could get through that. Is there anything specific that you guys are searching for?
Taisho's probably going to be searching for any signs of the, like, of people who might currently have the infection or the curse on them, and where.
Okay. They're largely being kept in one area, which is near the Hunters Guild. It looks like most of the guild building has been repurposed into a jail cell. You'll see a couple of them through what looks like some iron windows.
Sorry, I hadn't finished. Where they would have like started to turn, like scratch marks on the walls or anything like that.
Okay.
There's
There's several of them
various
in various houses. In fact, the majority of houses in this district do have some kind of scratch marks on them. There's also been a couple of points where the concrete looks like it's been slightly damaged. It's not deep, but there are little scratches in like the street and the pavement. The concrete down there is not reinforced.
Wow, this thing really can start absolutely anywhere, huh?
Hmm.
You'll see that most of them, probably about half of the ones in the Hunters Guild that you can see anyway, seem to just be sitting around listless, while the other half just seem to be clawing and trying to get out of there as quickly as possible. You'll hear a lot of them yelling or wailing, but I don't think anyone has the language of monsters unless Okran, Okran, unless someone chooses to Costa comprehend languages, which
Actually,
Raijin and David should be able to.
Senshin
Yeah.
does because he knew that to command
Oh yeah, because all the
troops.
goblins.
Yeah, his
Okay.
troops of monsters. So yeah, I do speak
Yep.
Orcan.
Sorry, I forgot you. I forgot you spoke that. Okay.
Hey, I
Well,
am an
in that
effective military commander, so of course I learned the language of my troops. Because
That
that's
is
what
very
caused the
valid.
Austro-Hungarian Empire to explode. Also the Yugoslavian country. Because nobody spoke each other's languages.
Fair enough.
You're not,
Okay.
you're
Well,
not
in
even
that case,
wrong. I can't even deny it.
Senshin. The light. Too much. Can't think. So hungry. Let me out. And stuff of that nature.
They're talking about some light.
Hmm.
Is it possibly the sunlight? Right?
Yo, if you got anyone actually able to speak to them, Nessa, right?
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, the only guy that we had on our squad was not available, but I think there's someone on Squad 42 who might be.
I'm asking if you've had anyone before because I can speak it.
Uh, I think Axe came in here a couple times, but I think we've only had one person come through, and well, she got a little spooked. Didn't really say exactly what she heard.
What was it? They so far said the light. It's so bright. I'm so hungry. Was what I heard.
Hmm.
Got it. Well, I guess try and put some curtains in there, and oh, wait. They've definitely been fed. They've definitely been fed meat. Yeah, okay, that might be the issue. Where do we get that?
Don't-
We've got a ton of healers.
Don't-
This is going to be a logistical nightmare. Thank you. That
You're welcome.
should make things a lot easier to look after them.
What it tells me is that they're being driven. What it definitely tells me is they're being driven by some sort of, well, absurd hunger. So that's an indication of something.
Well,
Does it?
they're
Yeah.
monsters,
No, well,
and
yeah, I know.
so it's possible it's just that. Might be a pain to solve, but I think we can find a couple of people in the brigade that have a high pain tolerance, and we have got some extremely skilled healers, so we should be able to get something for them to eat.
Wait, what are you guys talking about?
Don't worry
They're
about it.
monsters. So, yeah. But, okay, is it... So the monsters are saying that. Do you understand what any of the beastkin are saying? Are they saying the same thing?
Are they?
You know Okran, the language of monsters. You don't know all the individual beastkin languages. Because every single one of them has a different language.
Oh, fair enough. It's like
There are no nulls in there for the record, Taishiro.
I
So someone's...
I speak Okran.
Right, okay, let's see. There's
I
a
see.
tabaxi near here.
I can speak null, maybe.
We haven't got any nulls in there. Let's see. I'll try tabaxi if you guys would be willing to try a couple of other languages. How many of you have that spell?
I do.
Yeah,
Sweet.
I do as well.
Alright, I think I see a lizard folk near the front as well as a turtle person. would you
Hmm.
guys be okay to try and understand what they're saying?
Okay.
All
Yeah,
right,
sure.
I'll go for the tabaxi.
Comprehend language.
All right, cool. You both cast the spell. Um, oh, tired so much. The light. Can't make sense of it. None of them say anything about hunger.
Driven to madness by the light.
Tired by the light. Yeah, this definitely isn't. Definitely doesn't feel like hunger. It feels like something different.
So it drives
Okay.
monsters to. So it's driving monsters for hunger and.
So, the tabaxi seems to be exhausted, which would explain why she's not moving around much. And your guys didn't seem to be hungry, but seemed to be overwhelmed, likely causing some kind of stress response.
Would Taishro be able to try and do some
Hmm.
sort of like insight check or
Yeah,
something
you
to
can
see if?
absolutely do an insight check based on body language. You just won't get any words back.
Oh no, I'm trying to see if Taishro would know anything about this light that they're talking about.
Uh,
That's the most monstrous of the people here.
give it a go.
You could certainly try.
It does not sound familiar.
Maddening light.
Hmm. Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe they're just talking about the sunlight.
maybe. All right. Excuse me. Would one of you guards be okay to get some curtains for these guys? They're talking about something to do with the light. They've been talking about it for a while. They've cut down any of the curtains that we've put up. Fact is, a lot of them have some pretty tough claws. Uh, all right. So, hmm. Are they trying to attack it then? If it's not overwhelming them, they're already overwhelmed. Hmm. Yeah, we tried the curtains just about every day. Seems to calm down some of them, but the rest of them just start attacking. Probably think it's food or something.
When do they attack?
They attack the curtains probably within about 5 minutes of whenever they're put up.
Okay, so the light they're seeing is not actual sunlight.
And
So, it's not actual sunlight. Wish I knew what this was. It's been really unsettling. Everyone here, what's happened to them? I wish the captain was here. Yeah, so, most people are in their homes. There haven't been any new cases within. There haven't been any new cases today. I think there was only one yesterday. Most of them were within the last. Were at the start of the week. It seems to be slowing down a bit now. The number of them that are being affected.
Okay then.
Most of the people are either hanging out in their homes or near the Hunters Guild. I think that's where they get most of their food here. Or at least most of their meat. Unfortunately, as long as this is being treated as a disease, we need to keep infection protocols like this.
Interesting. Uh,
But we've been able to at least keep the unaffected people away from everyone who's been affected.
okay then.
So, if you're working with the king, we're likely on the same side. Is there anything in particular you're wanting to know? I'll try and help you as best I can.
We should probably. I'm a little curious about that.
Hmm?
What's the word I'm looking for? About the butcher's shop.
Alright. Well, we can head there now if you like.
Yeah.
It's just across the road.
Hmm.
Okay. Alright. So, you guys head in there. Uh, it looks like there's only one man on staff at the moment. A grizzled and muscular human man
in his 40s. He has several scars across his arm and
in his
chest,
40s.
barely visible through a thick fuzz of hair.
He has several
His
scars across
hair
his
looks
arm.
like it was cut
His
with a
hair
hunting
looks
knife
like
in the
it was
dark,
cut with a hunting knife
with
in the
nicked
dark,
ears to
with
match.
the nicked ears to match.
Hold
Hold
on,
on, 1 second.
All right,
All right,
here's
here's
your
your
order,
order, and here's yours.
Sorry,
Sorry, we're out of the Goblin 3 meat at the moment. You know, haven't been able to hunt anything on account of not being able to get out of town. All we've got is whatever the rangers have been giving us. And alright, you next. Hello there. Welcome to Fennel's Butcher Shop. What can I do for you? Oh, Nessa. Nice to see you again. Hi. Just got some people here helping me.
Yeah, we're just
Alright then.
looking around.
Well, business is same as usual then.
Enough.
You looking to order something?
I'm good. I ate at the castle.
Yeah, just going
Fair
for a
enough.
stroll.
I ate my meat sandwich.
I don't think that I can stomach anything right now.
Alright. Well, if you need anything, let me know. I'm gonna serve some customers
Fair enough.
while I wait. Yeah, we're out of the Goblin 3 meat. Actually, wait. Don't suppose you'd be willing to give word to the castle if you came from there?
Sure. What words am I giving?
Can you get some damn monster meat in here? These guys have been wailing up a storm.
Fair enough.
Of course, I can only speak for the guys that are still able to speak common, but... yeah. The Rangers, of course, aren't giving a shit. They seem to forget what kind of district this is. Really trying to starve us out, the bastards.
Yeah, I ain't a fan of rangers either. So, fair enough. I can probably go hunt monster meat later.
Well, you know what I mean by monster meat, right?
I do know what you mean by monster meat. Yes.
Then it's not the kind of thing one typically hunts.
Hunt for it. I don't mean literally hunt it.
Mm.
I didn't mean quite. I meant look for it. So hunt. Bad terminology.
That would be a strange thing to say in front of an officer of the Virtual
Yeah.
Brigade.
Yes. Extremely bad terminology.
Yeah.
I had meant it with a very different context.
I mean, yeah, this place does have a sign out the front saying, like, Hunters Group, so that wasn't the best.
Yeah,
You know,
well-
like hunt it down, like, look for it. That was the deal I was going for.
Yeah,
Or
fair enough.
tracking.
Yeah, well, what can I say? We're the ones that typically look after the poor district. We're also the ones that typically fill out most of the Rangers' bounties, so they give a shit. We often get the spoils after we're done with whatever's been attacking people. But lately, they've had to turn to adventurers since this place has been shut down.
Fair enough. Well, I'll send contact about that.
Thanks. By the way, religion check, you guys.
Doing that thing.
Oh,
I think Tasha actually does have.
So 1 and 2. Fucking hell.
Succeeds.
No,
Fails.
he does not.
oh.
Succeeds.
I-
Okay.
Fucking hell.
You guys will recognize a symbol on the wall as the symbol of Aristol, specifically of Aristol, god of the hunt.
He's that?
Oh.
He is
Right.
actually, yes, that is actually one of his domains.
Did not know that one.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
there
said
you have
back,
it.
it was said back at the temple. He was the one that first taught everyone how to hunt, so he became the god of that domain.
Did not remember that.
Yeah.
Was that
Looking at the sign. Looking at the sign, huh? Yeah. Perhaps unsurprisingly, we pray to him on a regular basis. He might help, or he might just be tricking us into thinking he's helping. Either way, doesn't particularly matter. It still sharpens our... It's still that. Still sharpens our skills. So that's good enough for me.
Yeah, does make logical sense.
Fair enough. Well,
Alright.
that good?
Alright. Well, thank you for delivering the message, and hopefully we'll have less starving individuals here.
Yeah,
Let's
that'd be
certainly
good for
make
sure.
it a bit quieter. All right. Is that all?
I don't think I have anything else. Oh, actually, he's gonna lean forwards a little bit. Just for it. Would you know?
Fennel will do the same.
Yep. Would you know anything about werewolf? Would you know anything about the werewolves on this island?
He's doing an insight check against you. Werewolves, eh? Why do you ask?
We're testing a theory. If they're not being affected by this disease or whatever, then that narrows down what it could possibly be.
I see. Come into the back. Sorry, guys. Hey, would one of you boys be able to help? Yeah, sure. Just let me clean off my hands first. Thank you. Alright. And he'll lead you into an office. There's no one else in there. Door appears to be normal. There are windows. Just to be clear, I'm not leading you guys into a cellar.
Not
I just want to
again.
make this abundantly clear.
We're not doing that again.
Just because some of the characters are the same does not mean the plot lines are the same. Alright. Also, you guys, insight check, for the rest of you, whoever's paying attention to the two
Yeah.
NPCs.
Yep,
Rolling
definitely
insight.
paying attention.
And I'll roll insight for Asian. That's much better.
Oh,
Okay.
well,
David,
Actually, pretty good with
Nessa
this.
looks completely baffled about this whole thing. As for Taishiro and Raijin, she seems surprised. She definitely seems like she recognizes something to do with this. Werewolves, huh? Seems like a strange thing to be bringing up. Alright. Now, I need to know for certain. Are you guys with the brigade, or...
I'm not. I'm independent.
I'm
Same
pretty
with
sure
all
I'm
of my-
not.
Same with all of my subordinates. Although the sea elf is.
Well,
yeah.
yeah, but we already know each other. Okay, so you guys were sent by the king. What's your opinion on monsters? I know you seem to be largely in favor of Ascension, and as well as you, young Taishiro.
Apparently,
about
I am
you two?
one.
You're not, only by the Rangers' definition. They're assholes. David, Raijin.
I.
Yeah.
I.
Yeah, no issues whatsoever. They're
I-
people, just like anyone else.
The necessity for human meat is, or humanoid meat is unfortunate, but if you could find a way to help them out of it, that's fine with me. I just don't want people to suffer more than they need to.
Alright then. Yes, I know about them. I'm quite familiar with them, in fact. And they're in a fair bit of danger from the Rangers at the moment.
Oh, those fucking
The Rangers
cocksuckers.
are
I
trying-
mean, annoying
The
individuals.
Rangers are trying to seek this pack out and are trying to ensure that they're confined in this area.
Yeah, that's not fucking suspicious at all.
Perhaps unsurprisingly, they've been having a rather rough time of it, considering the fact that, well, werewolves only need to transform upon the full moon. And it's been about 3 weeks since the last one. What's the theory? What's the theory that you're questioning?
See, I'm trying to recall what it is. Sorry, it's been a bit.
Okay, the theory is basically that they're trying to determine how it's spread. Because if it spreads organically, then it should have spread to the werewolves by now. Basically just, if they've caused it on one person and it spreads like a disease, the werewolves should have already been affected. If, however, it's individually caused each time, then it would make sense as to why the werewolves have not been affected yet.
The theory is that if it spreads organically, that if it's a curse that spreads organically, it should have affected the werewolves by now. If it hasn't, it has to be being cast individually each time.
Well then. I've met some of them. members of the pack, I mean. They haven't been affected. There's been no sign of anything unusual about them. And I've seen a lot of people that have been affected with this disease. They start to act a little strange and overwhelmed quite quickly. But most of them are loners. Solitary types. The type that end up in back alleys or out late at night. I figured with the first couple of cases that they'd been jumped rather than, well, rather than developing it naturally. But that would mean someone would need access to the entire city if someone's really casting this. And the only people with access to the entire city,
Would be
well,
Rangers or the Brigade.
no, the Rangers aren't allowed in here. And I trust the
Hmm.
Brigade entirely.
The fucking god.
Right.
And I'm assuming you guys have just got here, which
Yep.
means you can't have done it. There's no other adventuring squads that I'm aware of.
So it's.
But speaking as a hunter, someone who gets in and out of the city quite frequently, there are other ways around. Ways more unofficially, though most of them have been closed off recently. If you know what I'm referring to.
Underground pathways?
Correct.
Hmm.
As far as I can tell, they've been closed off in this district. But there might be something that I've missed. Someone's probably based here, or at least has an easy way in and out. They're probably pretending to be a guard. Or sneaking through underground passageways and just looking like someone that belongs. If they aren't seen by many people, it wouldn't particularly matter, would it? Especially if they're a mage. This madness, it looks familiar. That look in their eyes. I've seen it before. It's the same kind of madness as Lycanthrope's face, but without the transformation.
Lycanthropic
look-
rampage is a curse.
And they're always complaining about the light.
That's right.
Isn't lycanthropy already a curse?
Yeah, but lycanthropy causes people to transform upon seeing the full moon. I'm just saying. The anger, the hunger, the look in their eyes, the complaint about the light. This seems like basically the same curse. I'm no mage, but it looks familiar. Too familiar.
Fuck.
So, people are being turned like.
I am definitely getting on the brigade's ass when I get back.
For fuck's
Yeah,
sake.
This
more than
is
fair.
bad. This is really fucking bad.
You're goddamn shitting up my ass.
You know, if you guys hadn't come here, we probably would have missed the last piece. I was only suspecting it until now, but if that is the case, if we're the only ones not affected. And you do realize who that makes the prime suspects. At least in my eyes. The people that want all the monsters dead.
Yeah.
It's the fucking Rangers.
There's someone who doesn't give a shit about who's affected. They just want to purge all the monsters. Then why wouldn't they go for anyone who looks like it? Anyone affected by this kind of thing regardless of whether they're human or not, before, won't be after. The curse is a brutal and evil thing. Difficult to manage. And it's gonna get someone killed. It's gonna get a lot of people killed. If any of them get out, or if this quarantine stays up for too long.
Because the full moon's coming, isn't it?
Yeah, the full moon's
Hmm.
coming. And you know what that means.
I do.
If anyone
Yeah.
affected with this gets caught in the city.
I am going to kill somebody. I don't know who, but they are going to die.
Right. On the night. On the night. On the night a couple of times before the full moon, we're going to need to figure out a way to get the werewolves out of here. But the problem is, if a bunch of people suddenly disappear and the rangers find out, well, let's just say that until the ranger corps is purged of some of the more extreme members, they're likely to target these people. It's
Yeah, that's for
likely to
sure.
result in a mass murder.
Mm-hmm. So what we need to do is try and fix out. So we need to both A, get them out of here, and B, we need to deal with the rangers.
Hmm.
Yeah. The king's got a couple. Most of the brigade is currently busy investigating the rangers, trying to find out who the extremists are and get them out of the way. We've got a bit of help from some national agents, so we should be fine in that regard. Currently, I think there's only 2 of us who aren't on that pursuit. Well, 3. Axe is keeping an eye out for any any potential mages. She's hiding in the district, pretending to be a human. I'm keeping an eye on the district to make sure that everything goes okay, and the rest of them are investigating the Ranger Corps. We could really use the extra help since you guys are working with the king, I guess you could say we've got the same employer.
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah.
And hey, if for whatever reason the king's clearance isn't enough to get you in somewhere, call me.
Sure.
International clearance does trump national clearance, after all.
Oh, that'd be fun to rub in their stupid douchebag faces.
Are you talking about the brigade? Because
Rangers,
you are
specifically.
aware.
Right?
Fair. Yeah. It would be pretty satisfying to rub it in their damn faces. Those assholes have been going around causing way too many problems for too long.
Yeah, I'm aware, considering how often I've gotten issues with them while I'm on actual official work. I don't mean mercenary, I mean official.
Is your mercenary
I
like
don't
non-official?
care. It's not as if what you're doing is illegal and
No, I mean as in when I am not working mercenary work. When I am doing official work for governments, I have issues with rangers.
Is your mercenary work not official?
some of it might be considered illegal.
Look, but more so when it's not being paid for by a government is what I mean. Like, fighting a war is a lot different from, as an example, I don't know, playing bodyguard to a group of nobles.
Yeah, it's quite different.
Look, I used to be a pirate, believe it or not. I've seen more of the illegal side of society than most people in the brigade have. I don't particularly care. As long as the people I'm working with are working for the safety and good of the people, I don't really give a shit what they've done.
Smart. Okay then, let's go talk to the rangers, shall we?
Yep.
I'll stay here to keep an eye on things. If they give you too much trouble, I'm happy to help.
It should be fine. I know how to bonk someone over the back of the head.
So it is going to get combative. Well, I guess that
No,
is to be expected.
I'm just implying it will almost certainly get combative.
I'm just
Huh.
implying that it'll definitely be a combat.
Okay,
It's
just
about the implication.
Yeah.
okay. Just
Okay.
try and be careful. There's a couple agents in there that are, you know, not corrupt.
Oh, don't worry, I've been informed. Slightly, somewhat, kind of, a little bit. I've been told about one person.
Just-
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Leave that one person alone at all costs if you can.
I
That-
am not
that's definitely gonna-
stupid.
Wait, you
Sweet.
talking about that girl with the green hair?
Yes,
He's-
with green hair.
Yeah.
Green eyes, blonde hair.
Yes, with green hair. We're not being specific because this dumbass will say the full truth. So we're not telling him shit.
I'm starting to think maybe the king has some connection with this strange green hair.
And
Hey,
shut
Taishiro,
you
look
the
at-
fuck up.
Hey Taishiro, look.
And
Hey Taishiro, look over there. It's a book.
Yeah.
It's not got any blood on it, does it?
No, it's got a picture of a hero on it.
Which one?
The ones you like.
Oh, I like that one.
okay.
Oh.
Ah,
Jangly keys, jangly keys.
Don't worry, we're gonna manage this fine.
your young friend is aware to not blurt out anything about the meeting we've had here, right?
He was not
He
paying.
seems a little inexperienced to be trusted by the king himself, if I'm going to be honest.
He is not being
Young?
trusted, so I'm not telling him enough information that's important.
Fair enough. Well, I don't think he heard too much. Just as long as he doesn't start blurting out to the rangers about how they're being investigated, we should be fine.
To be
Don't
fair,
worry,
I
he's
think we can get away with it by just, he's already a beastkin, so they're probably already not thinking of him much.
True.
yeah.
Alright, now. Above all. Don't say anything about what you know about the werewolves.
I'm not stupid.
If one of those guys... Good. I was
Yeah,
most
don't worry.
concerned about the kid.
I ain't telling him shit.
Yep.
If
We're
they
doing
find
it
out-
for his safety.
If they find out, people are gonna die.
Yeah.
Quite a lot of people. I'm trusting you because you're working for the king, and I know that he's a good man. But then again, they are too. Look what they've done.
Okay. Let's move, people.
One more thing.
Yep.
If they're going anywhere, they're probably moving through the sewers. Or some passages near them. That's the easiest way to get across the city. Unnoticed.
Okay.
That's all.
Sweet.
Alright.
Alright. You should probably get back to work, and I should probably get back to the patrol. Call me if you need anything, okay?
Yep.
And Nessa
Yep.
is just gonna give you a sending stone.
Sweet. I'll grab that. Before I go, Raishin's gonna just grab a bit of paper and write down a message to the king. Specifically about some of the minor details, but very specifically also about getting more monster food to these guys. And after she's done that, okay, she's gonna charge a bit of her mana. Also about just bringing him up to speed on what we've already discovered.
Plus, meeting details.
Yeah. So now that he knows all the deets. And then
Yep.
she's gonna just, channel her mana and summon forth an owl.
Oh,
Ooh.
nice!
Whoa, you can do that?
Yeah.
You're gonna
Wow.
need to wait until you get out of the district to do that, because an owl definitely cannot fit through the grate.
Is there a rooftop?
What do you mean?
Like, is there a thing covering the top? I'm just checking.
There isn't a rooftop, it is just a grate, covering, so, like, it's a metal grate that you could probably get a hand or an arm through if it's small. I'm not sure if, I think an owl would probably
Owls
be too
are
big to get through
really
that.
small, Alex. Like, big owls, like maybe a barn owl, maybe a lot of owls are really small.
Fair enough. Okay, I don't have the greatest sense of how big an owl is. If it can
I-
fit through a gap,
I
that,
was
like,
imagining
a hand
around
can
the
fit
size
through-
of around the size of a tawny frog, and the thing is, like, if you say like a hand, like, because like if it's a grate, it's like squares. I imagine like a hand. Like,
Yes, it is.
here's the thing, like, tawny frog mouths.
Oh, that is
their
tiny.
entire body is about the size of a fist, right? So
Okay, yeah, alright, fair. I just didn't have the greatest sense of how big the owl is. Yes, the owl can get out.
They are burbs.
Oh.
They are burps.
They are owls.
Bad, bad.
All
Go
right,
f-
cool. You send the owl.
And so forth shall march my owls. Or owl singular, rather.
Mm.
And I shall send forth Minerva to go and deliver that.
All right. Minerva will go to the castle. Probably get questioned by a bunch of guards who will see that
It
she
is-
has a letter.
It is an owl. It cannot respond.
Question the owl. Realize it's not a druid. Check. See that there's a message with a see that there's a message on it. Double check it to see if it has like any bombs or any shit on it, and then send it into the king.
Yeah, just make sure it has no spells on it that will make it a paper bomb. It is not a paper bomb. Send in the owl. The owl's gonna have to go through fucking customs.
Yes, the owl is gonna have to go through customs. It's a random familiar that showed up with a random bit of paper. They need to make sure that
Yeah, I
it isn't
know.
gonna blow anything up.
Yeah.
I know, but yeah, so it just sends forth her owl. Yeah, technically I'm a summoner, mostly, so...
Whoa.
Seems pretty cool.
Can you summon anything cooler?
Not currently. I'm
You
mostly
can artificially create something cooler out of mana, but
I
that's it.
could, but I mostly just use my owls.
So you're like one of those. Oh, so you're like one of those old ladies in the forests of some stories where they have a bunch of owls that spy on people.
She's now gonna
Wow,
bonk him
kid,
on-
you have zero tact.
She will now bonk him on the head.
Hey, what was that for?
You called me old.
I said you like them. I didn't say you are them.
Kid, foot out of your mouth. You're just gonna get hurt again.
My foot's not in. Okay.
It's a metaphor, kid.
I wildly
Metaphor.
disagree. I'm pretty sure you are currently playing footsies with your tongue.
Wow,
this is
okay.
weird.
Kid, have you been around much? You don't seem to have any sense of tact or what not to blurt out or anything.
I was a bar slave until about checks watch that isn't there. 3 days ago.
Where was this?
He's been dealt with.
Yeah, the master was
Yeah.
taken care of. The bastard.
He kind of like
Section
killed
will
us.
say very darkly, he's being dealt with.
Okay. Alright, look. His master might have been dealt with, but that doesn't mean the entire ring's been dealt with. If you guys have any information, and if it's been within the Four Kingdoms, then that means that we have royally fucked up as a brigade, and we need to get our asses on that as quick as possible.
Do you have the ability to copy a book?
Yeah, I have the ability to copy a book.
Great. In that case, I'll hand over the book.
Alright,
I'll need you to
Sweet.
literally copy this, because this is the only one we got.
alright, this will use a ton of mana, but duplication. Alright, here's your book back, and she'll hand you the book back.
Thank you very much.
Alright, do you know any more about them? About the ring, possibly?
No, he said he might have some more info, but he was only offering it on conditions I couldn't accept. And his conditions were don't kill me.
I see. Must
He
have
did. He
asked
never
you to
said
do-
he never said what the conditions were. Obviously.
Oh no.
Just a sec.
Yep.
Hmm.
I couldn't accept his conditions. His conditions. Please don't kill me. I'm sorry. I cannot accept that offer.
Well, officially I should have a problem with that, but... And she's just gonna... Oh, sorry. Just a sec.
Oh no, I left my badge at home.
Oh no! I
Officially,
left my
should-
listening ears at home.
Yep.
Officially, I should have a problem with that, but... And she just gives you the thumbs up.
You didn't. You didn't
I
hear a
didn't
thing,
hear
eh?
anything.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I dealt with him to the
I
fullest extent of.
Didn't hear anything.
He was dealt with to the fullest extent of the law that I had access to at this current time.
I mean, if you waited a
Well,
little bit, I could have possibly
Shotzi the
gotten you a
fucky.
legal.
Well, let's be honest. He's a slaver. The end result would have been the same. He would have been imprisoned, probably would have gotten a bit more information out of him and to make it easier to find the ring, and then he would have probably received the full divine punishment of Lord Thug. So it's not as if his fate would have been much different.
Oh, yeah, he was trying to worm his way out of that very much so, so I decided against that because I am not a forgiving god.
I've heard Lord Arthur also occasionally incinerates slavers. So
Yeah, at the center of a dying star. That's why no one's scared enough to piss her off.
That's why no one's stupid enough to piss her off.
Yeah,
Because he has the least chill of the entire group. As should be
Yep.
expected of the god of fire.
well,
Alright. Well. Best of luck on your ranger investigation. Actually, here, let me just give you a letter. And, Nessa will, just give a, messily written letter, that just says, Nessa approves. These guys are friends.
Oh.
And then just leaves a smiley face on the end.
Sorry, I just got out of a Parks and Rec thing. Just like, don't worry, I have a permit. This is just a piece of paper that says I can do what I want, and it's signed by you.
yeah, good enough reasoning right there.
Like, this is straight up. That's straight up just a Parks and Rec bit there.
Anyone who knows me will know full well that this is from me. And then she'll just hand it over.
is it because
You've
the
got-
the handwriting's really bad?
I think it's the smiley.
Kid!
I think it's
Kid,
the
you
smiley.
have no tact! And is just gonna pick Taichiro up and shake him around a bit before putting him down.
Is this normal?
It is not. Well, most people would slap you, but, you know, I'm an officer of the law. I can't do that, so, kid, you have no tact.
What, do you have a book on tact? Hold on, was one of James's books tact?
I hate.
That's for later, Taichiro.
I don't regret saying any, but I do regret
600.
knowing nothing.
600's in the main library. There's quite a few in there. Alternatively, there's a few at the shrine near the Brigade HQ.
I'll have to read up on it. So, please be patient with me.
It's okay, kid. I know you didn't mean anything by it. Alright. Good luck with your investigation. I'll try and make sure that there's nothing up here, and I'll also check the sewers, I guess. That's gonna be fun.
Have fun with the smelly pits.
Yeah,
Thank you. I will.
No, you won't.
Look, gotta take joy in the little things. Even if the little things are just getting out of the sewer at the end of it.
There's gonna be nothing little about where you're going. It is going to be full and brown and sloppy.
Look, man. I'm just trying to have an optimistic attitude, and you are really bumming me out right now.
Come on.
Look, you can be as optimistic as you like, but that's not gonna change the shit you're going through. Literally, of course.
You guys do realize if you're helping, you probably will end up doing a bit of this too. You might want to ask for hazard pay. The brigade doesn't give me hazard pay, but you guys are on a mercenary contract. You
Fuck,
can
I
totally
waived
get
my
hazard
fees.
pay.
I
Smart.
mean, yeah.
Attention. If my pelt gets damaged, I'm taking it out of your pay.
So
First,
wait,
I'm not
you're
getting
trying
paid, and second,
I'm
you're
taking it
not
out of
getting
whatever-
paid.
I'm taking it out of whatever money you have because I don't have any. I don't
Doesn't
want to
that-
be licking up. I don't want to be licking up other people's poop.
So that technically means that you're suing yourself. Okay, let's just go to the sewer, shall we?
We're not going to the sewer. We're
Look.
going to the we're going to the Rangers.
Yeah, I
Temple
know,
of
but I
Dane.
know.
Temple of
By the
Dane has
sounds of it-
ritual baths.
Honestly, by the sounds
Don't
of
ask
it,
me how much. I know.
honestly, by the sounds of it, the sewers and the ranges sound pretty similar.
Yeah,
Full
honestly,
of shit.
yeah, absolutely.
I'm just
to
gonna
the
say we
brim.
should go now
Yeah.
before we continue with all of this conversation
Full of
because it
shit
seems
and-
like a really bad idea somehow.
Full of shit and actively spreading a disease.
Just, 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 just,
Oh,
just, just,
right,
just.
right.
Kid. Okay.
Breathe
Alright.
in and out.
Kid,
You haven't learned
Are
silence
you gonna
yet.
shut up? Or is an enchantment necessary? Because those are super illegal, and yeah, I can't do that. No one can do that.
I can do
I'll be
that.
serious,
Not
I'll be
legally, but I
serious.
can do it.
I was just trying to do this thing called. I was just trying
Don't
to do this
do
thing
that while I'm here, please. That's so much paperwork. I don't want to arrest you guys. You guys are helping me.
I was just trying to do this thing that's thing called quipping. I was reading it here. Sorry.
Okay,
Stop
cool,
reading
that's
Stop
fine.
using comic books as your measure for what is acceptable social interaction.
This was in the book that James gave me.
This is a
James did
comic
not-
book.
James's book did not have anything to do with that. There was just a comic book inside James's book, which has nothing to do with it.
Oh, he must have given me that on accident.
Hey, Taishiro, if you've read this far, congratulations. You probably got a book that I didn't mean to leave in there.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Guess I'll put that one away with the other ones.
I wonder if it's normal for me to have a stroke before I have sex.
Okay, well,
Right.
Did 3 of those words.
good luck.
I need it.
May our difficult trials ahead be okay. And then we'll see who has to deal with more shit.
I'm starting to think you might be getting the better end of this deal.
Yeah, well, you can always help me search the sewers later.
Let's go, guys.
Alright, as you exit, leaving Nessa behind, you head out. We probably need to do chickens, and even if not, I need to pee.
Probably do
So,
need
short
chickens, yeah.
intermission.
Okay, I'll pause recording and message when you're back. And we're going.
Sweet. Okay. So, you guys had just recently left the Poor District, finding a new ally, sort of, in Nessa from the Virgil Death Brigade, and are going to investigate the Rangers.
I wonder if Nessa will be important at all.
No, what gave you that idea? The fact that she was a major character in the previous campaign?
No, and also is one of the few name. I think she's one of like 2 NPCs total in the 3 NPCs total in the RP lock.
Yeah.
Because if I'm correct, it's her, Etna, and
Zachariah.
no, actually Zachariah got wiped with
what
the
can I
CPO,
say?
mate. It's Abby.
Oh, right.
What can I say?
I thought
You
you were talking
guys
about
liked her,
Ozu.
and so she showed up. Also, this is where Squad 48 is based.
Yeah, I know.
Squad 48 is based.
Squad
Yeah.
48 is based.
It's based on here, yes. I would not actually call them based because they are stupid law-abiding citizens. Be cool, do drugs.
Yep.
More enforcing.
Oh boy.
Be cool, do drugs. Anyway,
That's worse.
Yep.
You realize that's worse, right?
You realize Khan's gonna hear that and use it as an excuse to do caffeine.
Look, in all fairness, it could be called medicinal substances. It doesn't have to be called
yes,
drugs.
I take medicinal
Medicinal
methamphetamine.
Drugs.
Look, okay,
I mean,
I'm speaking
that is
as
Ritalin.
yeah,
That is
look,
Ritalin and Adderall, which is legitimately prescribed for some stuff.
They're amphetamines, not methamphetamines.
Yeah.
There's a big difference.
Sorry.
yeah, there's
Sorry.
look.
Oh,
Okay,
wait.
I am doing an Alferico because I'm like, look, there's a legal term here. We use that. We don't use the other
The legal term is
terms.
pharmaceuticals.
Well, we
Yo,
don't have
guys.
Alferico. He's not relevant.
It look. There's some talk. Apparently, the Jump Giga has officially announced, that plans are in the work to get Black Clover back onto a weekly or monthly schedule.
Yay.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
I've been
That's a good sign.
Well, I hope Tabata's feeling better.
Look, he took some time off to restore energy and other such things, and whatever the fuck the reason was. If he's coming back of his own volition, then I'm happy.
I think it was mostly health.
Man, I sometimes I wish some people would do that, and then other times I remember that would mean that One Piece would go to Giga, and I'm pretty sure the Japan would burn. There would be riots within seconds of that announcement.
yeah.
Okay. So, you guys are heading towards the Ranger HQ, which is here near the campus quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yep.
You've sent message to the king. The king has used a sending spell to respond to Raijin,
Mhm.
just thanking you for the message and urging you to be cautious. But yeah, just letting you know that if you do get into too much danger, to just call out from some additional aid from the guards. The guards are willing to help you guys because obviously.
Yeah, eat shit, Rangers, you dicks. Your class is bad, and so are you.
All right,
And I'm not even playing Ranger, and I feel called out.
As you
Rangers
should.
actually it is actually quite a lot of fun to play if like if you have some homebrew with it, or if you the Baldur's Gate 3 version is actually a lot of fun. Ranger's not a bad class in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's just that it is stupidly underpowered next to everything else, which sucks.
Yeah, but
Anyway.
when you got something like fucking fighter or barbarian sitting next to it.
Monk.
Yeah,
All that,
they're
yeah.
more powerful classes, but like the concepts aren't necessarily better. The ranger concept I do find quite interesting.
It's just a shame that it's runs like shit.
Homebrew is free. That is all. Yeah, anyway. Are you guys talking about anything particular on your way there?
Probably not.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
We're just making sure
Yeah.
that Taishiro won't say shit because he is really bad at that.
we're not trying to alert
We also
anyone,
haven't
Taishiro.
told him anything important because he's really bad at
Okay,
no.
Taishiro, you didn't hear most of that meeting when people were leaning in. You were basically just in the corner reading something for most of it, so you probably
I think he was in the corner trying to calm down from the fact that he might turn feral at any moment.
fair and valid.
And yes, also doing a little bit of reading to help calm down.
All right. Did you read anything of the book that that James gave you?
Like I said, probably to
Okay.
help like calm down a little bit.
Okay. Um, in that book, it didn't have. Okay, I think he gave you two. I need to remember what I put in your inventory like less than an hour ago. Probably more than an hour ago. Anyway, he gave you two books. I think one of them was on academics, and one of them didn't have a cover, like a label on the cover. Which one do you think you would have picked up?
Probably the probably the one on academic.
All right. You read through, you get a fairly comprehensive explanation of stuff like the scientific method, academic honesty, a lot of logical fallacies, that sort of thing, and also how you can tell whether a source is reliable or not. It's quite scholarly, but it's explained in fairly basic terms, so it's pretty easy to make sense of. You feel like you learned a lot.
Yay! Okay, I think I get this. I think I get this. I should try and test some of this stuff out, right? Oh, I know. We're going to a Rangers Association. They'd probably be a good primary source.
All right. On your way, perception checks.
Rolling
Alright.
perception.
Rolling percep.
Fuck.
Oh, not
Liam,
bad.
neither of you guys see anything. Taishiro
Yay!
definitely sees it.
Journey. Okay. Oh, nice. Okay. That's good.
Alright.
Make sure I pay full attention at this one.
All right.
What did Tessero see?
All right. You'll see a human man wearing a gray cowl that covers the top part of his face. It has a bronze leaf pin, which you would recognize as that of the Rangers. The bottom part of his face is covered in a thick black beard, and his right hand has a large slash scar on it. He looks like he's probably in his 40s or 50s, and he's walking up to you guys. He'll pull up the hood a little bit so his eyes are visible. Greetings. I hear you're the adventurers around these parts. Is that right?
Yes, we are adventurers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just gonna turn you guys up. You're super quiet for some reason. Well, I trust you've heard about the monster problem in this city. And quite a few of them around. Both in and out.
Right.
So I suppose you'd be willing to help with any of the bounties.
would like a little more information on what's going on with that. Yeah.
Alright. Well, what's most likely happened is the ethereal courts crossed over the city, and a bunch of monsters from the Feywilds have come in and out. You probably saw that with the Dawn Court Circus arriving, as well as with a bunch of the other bounties that have shown up. It's likely that a bunch of monsters from the surface probably got infected, got into the Feywilds, and then the ethereal court crossed over, so they came back out. That's the running theory for why most of them showed up in the woods.
Okay then.
Most of the letters are over at the guild. Of course, there's been a couple more showing up in this city too. Though I think most of them have been keeping to themselves. So far.
Right. Okay.
So what kind of monsters are these?
Well, let's see. At the moment, there's a wyvern that looks like it's been infected with some kind of virus. It's gone berserk lately. It's currently on the pillar. There's been a few sightings of a hag, or rather, the symptoms of one being around. A bunch of plants are getting diseased and dying. Looks like they're withering up. Could be a plant fungus, but doubting it at the moment. And another one, this one's from the brigade actually, about a group of druids. They seem to be dealing and flash banging, whatever that term means, a bunch of people in the woods. We've been trying to find them, but we've mostly been warned to just not shoot any of the wildlife.
Wait, druids are monsters?
No. We got warned about the fact that there are druids because druids transform into animal shapes. We were warned about that to make sure we didn't shoot animals carelessly. Hence why it's a request from the Virtual Duck Brigade, not the Rangers Guild.
That would explain why I got flashbanged by a goddamn tree, right?
They've been quite a problem. They've been getting in a lot of our ways while we've been out double checking that there aren't any monsters too close by.
They seem annoying, but not dangerous.
Well, they've been stealing a lot of stuff and also attacking some people. The brigade wants them arrested for assault. Or, and frankly, it doesn't matter whether they're druids, intelligent animals, or something else.
Why does that not matter?
Because intelligent animals are held to the same legal standard as people under the law.
Okay, just making sure.
Any intelligent being has the same rights as a human under the law. Surprised you don't know that. You're a noble, aren't you? You can see it from your clothes.
Said she doesn't wear a shirt.
Yes,
Senshin
I can
doesn't
see
wear
it
a
from your abs.
Senshin wears like at best a tight shirt and like shorts and armbands. Like if the dude does not look rich, he looks like he's homeless.
okay.
Honestly.
I assumed that you wore clothes. In that case, I retract that statement.
I just like I can tell from your clothes. What clothes? Dude, my tits are out right now.
I think adventurers would be more aware of the law of the land they're in.
I'm very well
not aware
aware.
of a
I
lot
was
of
just
things.
checking the context of what you were saying. The way it was phrased sounded like you meant something else.
Yeah, can't be. Oh, have to be
Well,
careful.
with laws as they are today, can't exactly go shooting around something that might be intelligent.
Why do you keep
That's just a recipe for prison.
Why do you keep saying it laws as they are today? That's so weird.
I think it's because laws changed in the past, Senshi.
Because the laws have changed in the past year. There's been massive legal upheaval as to how the Ranger Corps operates.
Yeah, I know. It's just the way you phrase it's really friggin' weird. That's all I meant.
Well, I have been told I have a strange way of talking.
Fair enough.
I've been told that too.
What's your name, man?
Ryan,
Pleasure to meet you.
pleasure to meet you.
Nate.
And best of luck with the bounties. I believe I've got a couple of the official documents right here, and he'll just pull out a couple of them. Keep them if you want, or throw them out.
Yeah, I'll have a looky.
Mm.
So which one of these buggers is the closest?
Alright, so, I'll just move you over to the island map. So, the intelligent animals have been spotted somewhere in the woods around here.
I remember where I got flashbangs, yes.
Yep, they've only been spotted in this set of woods. The wyvern has been spotted around this pillar. And as for, the plant life, it has appeared here, here a bit, and also a bit on Tayosunche. The island, I mean.
Yeah.
Where Tayosunche is.
I
Yeah,
did recall
yeah.
the giant bog. Okay. Well, the option. Okay, so if those are the three options we got, you guys, do you want to go for the flashbang weasels or do you want to go for the wyvern?
Taking out a dragonkin is the first step of any great adventure, right?
Let's not take out. Can we not kill it on first sight and maybe see what's up with it? It might not be
Yeah.
hostile.
It
Oh.
might just want to talk. That could be something.
Right.
Yeah,
Unless one of you speaks the dragon language, you're unlikely to be able to talk to it. It is a monster,
That's
after
enough.
all.
I speak the dragon language.
Right. Diplomacy is an
Impressive.
option. Okay, hostile.
I am a mage, so of course I learnt one of the like 3 mage languages.
Well, suppose that might make it easier. It's been showing signs of infection, though.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go
Since
have.
it's disease, it's more likely to be hostile than it would normally.
Fair enough. Okay, let's go, guys, and then I'll just start pushing along. What the fuck was that guy still there? So she was like, thought we'd moved on. I was like, what the fuck was he still?
And, yeah, he'll leave in the direction of the Rangers HQ.
He seems nice.
He put a lot of emphasis on the new laws. That is super sus to me.
Yeah, that was interesting, that's for sure.
Daishiro, perception check.
Oh, I'm getting perception again.
Your bag's a little heavier.
Hey, what? Okay. Patrick's gonna try and like pull it up over his shoulder a little more to see if it's just like he's holding it weird.
Okay, it doesn't seem like you're holding it weird.
Something
Hey,
wrong, Taishiro?
No. Do you guys, when you guys are carrying bags, do they normally get randomly heavier?
Someone put something in your bag, Taishiro.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, let me see. And Tasha's gonna tip through his bag to see if he sees anything that he didn't see beforehand.
A leather-bound notebook that definitely was not there before.
What, it wasn't James's?
It wasn't James's. This is that was.
This is the second
This
leather-bound
is the
notebook I was
second
given.
leather-bound notebook that you have been given today.
Hey,
You got
did
reverse
James give me 2 of
pickpocketed.
these? Wait, did James give me 2 of these?
Can I have a look at it?
Okay, let me just check first. Tasha's gonna open it up and have a look through to see what's in it.
In short, information on a bunch of different monsters.
Oh, actually, yeah, this will be very useful. Oh, hey, this will actually be really useful for your little, for our quest. Here you go. And Tasha's gonna throw it at Senshin.
I'll just catch it. Probably a little bit too
It's-
hard. He's a weak bitch.
It's detailed. Like, ridiculously detailed. And it looks like the book doesn't just contain what's conventionally considered monsters. You know, it also contains a bunch of the humanoid ones that are actually just beasts. And as you look further down, it seems to list the strengths and weaknesses of just about every race that you know of. most of them seem to have some kind of symbol next to them in red. Except for a couple. Most, and by most, I don't just mean non-humanoids. Most humanoids in there are listed with that same red symbol.
What do you think?
But the section on the Dragonoids does seem to have a lot of information on Wyverns. Their breath weapons, their strengths and weaknesses, even how to tactically avoid them.
These words are so suspect.
What's suspect?
Huh.
Nothing, just the detail concerns me.
Is there anything in there about gnolls? I didn't really get to get a good read through.
I'm gonna assume there is a section on gnolls.
There is definitely a section on Nulls. Is Tysero trying to look at it? Because I don't think you'll want him to see it.
Senshin is taller than him. Yeah, he ain't showing Taishiro shit on it.
Yeah.
He is trying to, so you'll just see a fucking.
Wild animals. Cruel and vicious beasts. Prioritize. Seem to prioritize killing the weaker ones just like animals. Even the intelligent ones.
Yeah, that tracks.
Imagine again, Taishiro doesn't actually see this.
Uniquely vicious and reckless. Often work in packs and overwhelm their opponents by sheer volume. Note, sonic volume, as well as volume of individuals.
Fucking hell.
Seem to be unusually vulnerable to enchantments.
What's it say? What's it say?
A lot. He's gonna put this in his bag and stick his bag further up his back so Taishiro can't get close.
Yeah, those rangers do be weird, don't they?
Well, it might still be useful for us if we're going to be going up against and fighting big dangerous creatures.
I fought a wyvern before. I'll be fine. Now,
I haven't.
well, we're gonna try and not fight it first, aren't we? Anyway, Raishin, can you get one of your? You can summon up to 3 owls, right? Yeah, right. Why? Can you see if you can get one of them to tail him? Summoning isn't exactly the most well-known ability. Okay, I'll have Odin tail him then. She's gonna do some hand signs and then summon another one.
Alright. The owl will fly up to where the ranger's headquarters is. After a second, after a couple of minutes of information from your owl, he's looking at it. He's looking it dead in the eye. And it looks like something's going on with his eye. Some kind of spell's being cast on it. He'll nod, smile, and head back into the ranger's hideout.
Yeah, that guy's got something up. I'm gonna I'm gonna have her dispel Odin then.
Alright?
Just in case he puts some sort of fucking Amaterasu-ass bullshit programmed into the owl's eye or something.
Yep, can't be too cautious.
Most spells that become visible in the eyes are typically either enchantment or detection spells that a person is casting upon themselves.
Most, but not all.
There are always exceptions.
I will be suspicious.
Understandable. That guy is also being suspicious.
I'm sorry, but sure, maybe it's just a detection thing. But at this point, I'm not convinced that he hasn't just implanted a freaking Susanoo in there, so I'm gonna be suspect.
Fair and valid.
Yeah.
I remember this fuck from the last run.
You do.
Now let's
Alright.
go talk to a wyvern.
Alright.
Yeah, should be fine.
You have to say, let's go talk to a priest for some reason.
Let's go talk to God.
Which one?
All of them simultaneously.
Buddha.
Okay, Buddha doesn't exist in this system.
In this system, not world, system.
Yeah.
Okay, Buddha does not exist in LOR. We have a specific list of gods, and Buddha is not on there. Neither is Jesus. Neither is any other god from the real world. We have our own fictional gods that we made up.
Blackjack and
go.
hookers.
Yep. Alright. So, y'all are heading for the Wyvern. So, I'll move you up here. I'll move you guys onto the map. So, David, Taishiro,
Yay.
Raijin,
Yeah.
and
That's a
Ascension.
cool map.
Thank you. This is about 15 foot up, and down the bottom, it curves around so that you can get up here.
Cool.
Alright. So, you guys will see a, what looks to be a wyvern on top of some kind of strange rock, as far as you can tell from this distance. It looks to... Okay. It has what looks like bark for scales, and plants covering most of its body. It has a green tinge, meaning that its elemental affinity is most likely poison or acid.
Why didn't you translate that?
What does it translate to in non?
Okay. That was just growling.
Okay.
And, it will, then say something along the lines of... Away.
I'm assuming that was go away.
Yeah. Stay away.
It says
No.
stay away.
Closer.
Is it sitting on eggs or something?
Not hostile.
Sorry.
I got flashbanged again. God damn it! Where do these rats keep coming
Theme
from?
music. It just flashbang you with sound this
Perception.
time.
Perception check tension. Advantage, not disadvantage.
Thank you for the.
You see it. You see a ferret. You think.
I see you, you rat bastard!
You see it flashbang you. And then disappear into the trees. You might have just imagined it.
I'm not paranoid. I swear they exist. The tree rats with cameras. They're real.
Well, I mean, the sketchy guy that you just met who reverse pickpocketed Taishiro just told you that, they exist.
I'm not crazy.
So
You're
there's
crazy.
confirmation.
Especially you,
Yep.
Nappa.
Yeah, just
Anyway.
throw shade on that part.
That deserves shade.
Yeah, yeah.
Babies must protect the babies.
Oh, that's not a good sign.
You. Stay away,
What's it saying, Raijin?
killers.
Sound. Was that killers?
Yes. Sorry,
So-
I'm going a little wacky with the voice.
Yeah, sorry. The mic or the issue is picking up on the mic. So yeah. Not
Killers.
not enemies. Just met you.
You look like killers killed mates.
They're the fucking Rangers! I swear to God! Every fucking time! Can you fuckers just not fuck us and the rest of the world over for once in your worthless existences?
That's asking a lot.
So, do you hate the Rangers yet?
Senshin, you good? Did Senshin get enchanted?
Every
No,
goddamn
no,
motherfucking stupid ass time. Can you guys just
no,
not keep
definitely
your
not.
racism in your tiny penis pants? Is it
Yeah,
just
that's
impossible for you to maybe not cause problems?
Yelling.
Senshin, shut the fuck up.
You
Yes, ma'am.
scream
Did the wife
like they did.
put a curse on Senshin?
1 second.
no, no
Senshin, so you're
curses.
just gonna walk up behind Senshin, like grab the back of his head and slam him into the ground to sort of bow in forgiveness. He apologizes.
Not threats. Why you here?
Curious about you. Are you okay?
No. Sick. Drank. Water. Body. Changed.
Hmm.
People come to hurt eggs. Killers. Killed. Mates.
So it is laying on eggs right now.
Yes, shut up, Taishiro.
Yeah.
If you get a little closer, it looks strange. It looks unnatural. Not like a rock, but like something man-made.
Hmm.
It looks like a toilet.
Okay, I know.
Huh.
I know what that is. As speaking as a expert in the draconic world, those there
Yeah.
be poop eggs.
Yes, Raijin, you know what this is. David and Senshin have probably run into. David, at very least, has definitely run into something like this at some point.
Senshin is
Senshin
currently
and
tasting
Taishiro,
the dirt.
you may roll.
Yeah. Oh.
Obviously, Ashura doesn't know
Huh.
shit about this.
Senshin is tasting dirt and cannot see it.
Okay, Taishiro.
Fine, I'll roll. Eventually.
You rolled pretty high on most of your checks. Sounds vaguely familiar. It's something connected to some god of dragons. Some story about how he doesn't take care of his shit and the king of gods played a prank on him.
Sounds about Pinko.
Yeah, that definitely does.
Raijin and David, you just actually know what this is.
That literally just
Oh.
poop eggs, yeah.
Oh, so it's one of those then. One of the
Yeah.
oh, oops. Yeah. Right. So.
That story's actually real? Ew.
Yeah. Yeah. It's real. It's a pretty funny story, honestly.
I always skipped over that. I always skipped over that one when I was reading through the
How-
books.
Let's see. Can I see what's sick with you? I'm a mage.
I come down. You stay there.
I understand.
And the wyvern will look a little suspiciously at you, but stay down.
Can I get my head out of the dirt yet? Now you stay down.
Body hurts. Gales burn in light.
Hmm.
Can I have a look at what's wrong with her?
Yeah, the wyvern will stay fairly still. What you do?
Simple magic spells. It's also observation.
Don't know that.
Look at with smart.
Yes. Okay. All right. So go look at with smart then.
Look out with smart.
It's smart, yeah.
Okay. I shall roll.
Investigation, Arcana,
I'll roll and take.
Nature, any of those would be fine.
Well, I rolled like shit. Can I have help, please?
Yeah. Yeah, sure. I mean, seen the eggs before, so yep, Dave will help.
Well, it helped dramatically. It's now a 12, I believe.
Okay, based on the information that you guys already had, based on the fact that a lot of monsters have been coming through the ethereal court, it's most likely what happened is that the wyvern temporarily went through the barrier between the surface and the Feywilds, ate something weird in the Feywilds, which has then done this to its body and made it feel slightly sick. It ate enough that it went through a partial transformation, but likely not a full one.
Hmm.
And so now it's in a lot of pain and diseased. You're not sure whether it's something that can be cured or not. It would certainly
Yeah.
require some type of healing magic. It couldn't just be done by itself.
Right. So it must have consumed something. I guess we'll have to figure out how to reverse the transformation.
Yeah.
Or partial.
You likely have material from different realm. Altered you somewhat.
Ate weird plant. Felt sick.
Hmm.
Blue and purple thing.
Blue and purple. Okay.
That describes like 90% of the plants in the Feywild.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, I
very,
know.
very
What
few
we
of
have
them that
learned
are
is
good.
from we learned it ate something bad from the Feywilds.
Yeah, that doesn't narrow it down.
That could be literally anything.
Yeah,
there.
anything. Yeah.
Maybe I can help. I've got some healing magic.
Small fur ball.
Furball.
Furballs and I hunted together once.
Is she talking about me?
Hunted with furball or hunted furball?
Hunted other with furball.
Hmm.
I don't remember doing any hunting with this guy.
Mate, this thing has an intelligence score of like 2. I'm trying my best.
It's still smarter than Thug.
Oh,
So just to translate, because I figure I'd be able to figure that out properly from context and stuff. Is it saying it hunted? Like hunted gnolls or hunted with gnolls?
It hunted with gnolls. It had gnolls helping it hunt something. They shared the spoils.
Hunted with furry friends.
Although it's also unclear whether this thing is smart enough to know the difference between gnolls or literally any other fur-covered thing, considering the fact that it thought you guys were the same things that killed it.
Hey, we didn't kill it, we killed its mates. And by we, I mean the other guys.
But, like, as far as it's concerned, you guys might as well be the rangers that killed its mate.
yeah.
Yeah.
Its eyesight is not the best, and it is not very smart.
Fair enough.
Furball. Help.
Furball
And-
wants to help, yes.
I mean, I could
Yeah.
try. I've never killed something like this before, but
Well, first time for everything.
Yeah,
Alright,
may as well go for it.
so where does it hurt? And Thatcher was going to say in common to the one.
You'll translate.
Like any specific scales or
All scales.
Yeah, that sounds like it's gonna take a couple of castings. Okay. And Taishro is going to cast minor healing
Okay.
on the Wyvern.
I'm pretty sure minor healing only works on non-widespread infections. Okay. You'll notice a couple of cuts and scrapes on its scales are fixed, but the scales don't appear to turn back to normal in any way. It was largely ineffective. As best you can tell, this is beyond your scope of healing.
Damn it! I don't think I can. I don't think I've got strong enough healing logic for this. I tried.
I can. Maybe there's a. The clerics might have a
Nice.
spell scroll for healing.
Furball.
Yeah.
And the wyvern will just lean its head down and sort of look up at you with its eyes. Nice. Furball.
Thanks. You're a nice wyvern too. name's Taichiro. What's yours? Oh, right. Right, can you translate all that?
Sure, I'll translate it for
Yeah.
you.
Name? What name? So furballs are Taishiro.
No, like I am a Taichiro. Not all furs are Taichiro. Okay. What do people call you?
We'll say something in Draconic which translates to wyvern.
Well, she's not wrong.
No?
Okay,
I don't believe she would have a name. If that's what you're asking, Taishiro.
Oh,
And then we'll say something which you will recognize in Null. Julia.
Julia?
Sorry, what now?
Julia.
I just understood that it was speaking. It was speaking null, not draconic. Hold on. And Taisho's gonna start trying to speak in null as well. Do you understand null, or is this just one word?
Understand Null. Taichiros were nice to me.
Okay, I can see we're barreling towards a misunderstanding. I am Taichiro. Others are nulls. Taichiro gives a big
Yes.
thumbs up.
Julia will look over at Raijin, David, and Senshin and gesture with her head. They nulls?
No, like others of me are nulls. Oh wait, no, that's gonna get even. Okay, let's start it. Taichiro points to Raijin. Raijin, David,
Raijin,
Senshin,
David, Senshin,
Julia.
Julia.
Yeah.
Mm.
So
You know why others others killed me?
Because others suck shit.
Yeah.
Julia will look confused.
Others bad people that that Dirt Eater doesn't like.
Ah,
Yeah, that's...
still really not sure myself.
They did it because they scared and they don't understand, so they hurt.
But
they evil.
Yeah,
there are,
definitely.
but there are some.
Did
Not
they get
them,
full?
but there are some that are good.
Didn't do it for food.
They didn't do it for home, for family, or for food. Why, then?
For fear. Because you're different. Because you not like them.
Mm.
Them. Rangers.
Julia not understand that.
Some pink men. Foolish.
Okay, Rajin, they're gonna think that Rajin Julie's gonna think that Sentient's part of Actors Confusion Side or something like that.
It's fine. Also, you can't understand this. This is back, switch back to a draconic dude.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So basically, Taishiro and Raijin both speak a language, which which Julia speaks. Julia does not speak Common. Julia speaks
Yep.
a bit of Null because of history with them, and also speaks Draconic because it's her racial language.
Right,
Yeah.
David can cast comprehend languages, so can understand one of Draconic or Null.
I'll probably stick to
Sentient is not a
Draconic.
mage and is kind of the only one who doesn't understand anything
Sentient
unless it's
has
been
Yeah.
translated.
Sentient has other stuff's been translated, but at this point has figured he has not much point to being here, so has just kind of walked off and is currently flicking rocks at a wall.
Okay.
Yeah, fair enough. We'll update you as it goes along.
Yeah, sure, fine. Some of
Can't
them.
move until eggs hatch, but they keep trying to kill.
Hmm. Is there a safer location that you could go to? David's just gonna.
Comprehend language through, I assume.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
comprehend.
David can understand, I'm assuming Draconic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't move until eggs hatch. Can't
Ah.
move eggs.
Hmm. Right, I see.
Once eggs hatch, carry young on back and fly away. Fly home to where nice Aishiros are. Taishiro, you will understand the word Taishiro because that word is said in Null.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's not. They are gnolls. Okay.
If you stay here for seconds, for a little bit while we're here, Rachel will summon another owl and send it with instructions to request a spell scroll of some sort of better healing
Mm.
from the large amount of Church of Cleansing Flame people.
Fair, fair. Yeah, I'm imagining you're sending it with some kind of seal or just information on
Yes.
that. Yeah,
I am sending it with information because I'm
Yep.
not just gonna send an owl that just says "Give me magic scroll, please."
yeah,
Yeah.
fair enough. Okay. All right. The owl is sent off.
Hmm.
Think, think I die soon. The the sick is bad. Want to stay around until young ones born.
Just hold on. Getting things
Okay.
to fix you.
Yeah.
Okay. And after a bit, as you guys kind of just chill there, I imagine Julia um, just kind of resting a bit, not really too worried. Julia will actually ask you guys to come up to near here so that she can keep sitting on her eggs.
Fair enough. Sentient will. Everyone's just gonna wander up. I guess
Yeah.
Sentient,
So, yeah,
Sentient's
Julia's
gonna bring
probably
his.
going to help you up one by one.
Sentient's just gonna
Yeah.
climb up on his own.
Yeah, fair, fair.
Oh,
But
thank
yeah,
you.
Julia
I have
helps
the
the rest of the party up.
I have the upper body strength for this. Hiya!
Yeah, David would also absolutely have the upper
Yes.
body strength to do it himself. So I guess Julia just helps Taishiro and
Yeah.
Raijin,
Thank you.
and is just kind of chilling there for a bit. Furball's nice. I born out of egg. They watched me not eat, trained me, taught me how to hunt. We hunted together, then got lost. Pack got taken by short ones with big beards.
Dwarves.
Pack gone. Killed most of the ones, taking fur balls away. Couldn't get all. Friends gone.
Do you know where the one that got away went?
No. Injured pretty bad as they ran away. Rescued by mate. Cared for each other. Laid eggs. Had babies. Came here. Found eggs. Mate died. And after a bit, the owl will come back with a spell scroll, um, with very little else written on it, with just a little note saying, "You seem like very kind people to be taking care of a monster. Good luck. Hope this helps."
Okay, I'll utilize
It's a major healing spell. It looks like it contains about a day's worth of mana for a normal person or a low level adventurer. Like, this thing has got 10 mana in it.
Wow.
These guys are probably higher level than you, but, like, this is a lot of mana in this one spell scroll.
How nice of them. I shall now utilize it immediately.
Alright. You'll notice as the scales begin to turn back to normal, the planes begin to recede. And instead of looking like they're burning, they are suddenly a glossy green again. Julia's eyes come back, and it seems like her breaths come more comfortably. Feel normal. Thank you. And Julia will just try and open her wings and do what appears to be a clumsy attempt at a hug. And will just start nuzzling a bit to Raijin and then to Taishiro. Thank you. You kind. Name was Raijin, right?
Yes. Name is Raijin.
We'll call babies after you all. Raijin, Taishiro, David. Dirt face? No.
He's still just sitting in the corner flicking rocks at a wall.
Senshin. That one's Senshin.
Senshin.
Right.
What?
And you'll start to see as the eggs slowly hatch into what looks like a bunch of little pseudo dragons. One of fire. Let me just actually double check what they were. That. Okay. Alright. What looks like a red one. A light gold. A blue. And right at the bottom, a tiny green one. They'll start coughing and spluttering a bit, two of them burping out a bit of fire, one of them burping out a bit of cold, and the last one, a little bit of acid.
Oh. Oh.
One of them will look up at you with its barely opened eyes and just start jumping up. One of them starts to fly a bit and manages to get onto Raijin's shoulder.
I'll, give
Can we keep him?
him the scratches.
They... They not wyverns. They... something else. Can you keep them safe?
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll be able to.
Yeah. If they want to stay, then they can stay with you. You, kind. You help Julia.
I didn't do shit. Said you
So we
know, in the
can't keep
corner.
him?
I didn't do anything. I have been no assistance of this entire journey.
So we can keep him sentient? Awesome!
What? Huh? What? Sorry, what? I think I missed everything. What happened?
We're getting pseudo-dragons!
You.
Yeah.
You can keep whoever wants to stay with you.
If they want to.
Others I will take with me. Look after.
Yeah, obviously.
And yeah, the little one that's sitting on your shoulder will just move its head away a bit to cough so that it doesn't get any on you. And will just open its teeth a little.
How lucky of me.
I think it likes you.
Yeah, it's a lot flashier than the owl, I can say that.
I did say I had the blood of dragons. Maybe that's why.
Could be that.
Julia, take others. Take care of that one.
I will.
Kind Raijin. Julia will fly somewhere safe. Somewhere away from killers. Raise these three. Maybe one day we meet again.
Maybe. Roshan's gonna sort of interlock her hands and give a small prayer for her. Basically for her safety.
And Julia will just nod to all of them. Thank you. Goodbye.
Safe travels.
And Julia will just scoop up all of the little pseudo-dragons on her back and start flying off.
I should really start learning more languages.
Yeah, sorry, Session got to do literally nothing.
I know, but that's kind of funny.
Literally everyone else had either the language or the ability to understand the languages.
No, I just think it's funnier that Sedge is just there the entire time, either having his head shut in the dirt or flicking rocks at a wall, like, I'm glad everyone else is doing something. I'll just sit here and be helpful in case someone tries to kill somebody.
Well,
Yeah,
congrats. You fulfilled the bounty.
Yay!
Because,
Yeah.
technically speaking, the bounty wasn't to eliminate the wyvern, it was to ensure it didn't cause any further harm. So, the wyvern leaving is equally as good as killing it.
Well, got that shit covered. Fantastic. Nice work, me. Okay, then. Well, that was successful. Now let's go find the flashback rat. Now then, time for the flashbanging rats.
Right. Well, something tells me it should be relatively easy.
They're rats. It should be fine. Oh my god, there's gnolls everywhere!
Sorry, let me just remove 90% of these nulls. Not 100% because there's a certain player character in the midst. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
put you guys here.
I'm just gonna fix up
No.
Moana.
Your brothers are elsewhere.
Oh,
My
Oops,
brothers,
give me a
no,
moment.
they've been moided. Brutally
No, they weren't.
moided. So, Alex, I want to check
They
this because I have a summon list which does have stats for Lucky already.
Yeah. I'll go update that just to make sure that it's correct. Fair.
I would, yeah, fair enough.
Oh, we're getting a knock on our door.
We are getting
Just
off
a sec.
I guess I'll just sit here then. You fuckers abandoned me.
We have returned.
All right, we're back.
No.
Okay. I'm not sure if I'm not sure if Robbie's I need to wait for Robbie if this is going to be the introduction of the ferrets. So
Yes.
for now, have a look around, see if you can find any ferrets.
Yeah, I'll roll to see if there's any flashbang rats. Well, said she got flashbanged.
Okay.
Not again, you fucking stupid piece of...
Yeah, but
Yeah.
she just don't like you.
Also, yeah, so Summer 7 started mid-session, actually, and I did my summons already.
Oh yeah.
I've only got one of the two servants. In fact, I got two of them.
Two of the two servants.
No, two of the one servant.
Ah, fair.
Yeah, you know, it's annoying because I'm, a collector and I want both. I mean, the two I got was two of the 5-star, but... But I still need Gareth. I need Summer Gareth, goddammit, I want the pupper.
Well, congrats you guys on getting lucky, and you also ended up making a new friend.
Yay! I'm sure they won't be relevant in the future.
They might be, probably not for a while. I'm just gonna actually write her down as
Existing.
in the fucking character doc, because that's important.
Yeah, put her in the
Now.
character polyglot.
Julia the Wyvern. So what do you think of that bit of lore? Taishru? The fact that some gnolls actually domesticate dragons, or rather,
Well, I'm not sure
dragonkin.
if it counts as domestication.
I mean, the gnolls weren't domesticated
It's
either.
more
They
like
kind of
a-
just
it's
coexisted.
more like
Wait,
symbiotic
have you...
relation.
Are the
Which is
gnolls
neat.
of this universe the fucking Githyanki? Because they keep taming dragon-likes, it seems like, by that logic, or at least coexisting with them.
Well, one pack coexisted with one dragon.
Yeah, and one Githyanki race is coexisted, or tribe, or whatever the fuck they call themselves. Goddamn space elves.
They are literally space elves. Okay, so let's see. Raised by a null pack.
Because I kind of enjoyed just the most sentient contributor there was being pissed off at, as usual, the Rangers fucking everything up.
After this section, we should probably get started on dinner stuff.
Well, I'm not sure how long Robbie's gonna be, so... I'm just quickly writing this down.
Should I just head off for dinner now, or?
Robbie's gonna be gone for a bit, so probably, since he didn't say how long he'd disappear for.
I'll mute. I'll pause then.
Oh,
The pause time for that was surprisingly short. it was maybe 30 seconds.
Alright. So.
Oh, this is
Alright.
gonna be fun.
You guys.
Yep.
Hello.
Senshin does not notice anything as he is flashbanged.
God damn it, not again!
As you'll see, a bunch of yourselves start to appear.
Hmm.
Oh,
You
God.
see...
Okay, you
uh,
crazy space rats.
Alright, could you describe yourself, Andrew?
Yep, so Andrew's gonna walk
Oh my
out,
God.
and he's going to transform into Senshin, and he's gonna start doing an Irish dance. So he's tip-tapping all over the place.
The music just started playing for me.
Yeah.
Oh yes, a valiant noble warrior that travels the land, saving all, and making ladies swoon quite dramatically.
Where the
Especially,
bloody hell are you, you stupid rat?
Well, let's just say the ladies are swooning quite a lot. I would definitely say, I mean, who wouldn't love
As-
to have a champion like me?
You'll see a fake David start doing jumping jacks. A fake Taishiro will appear and start doing cartwheels. And then the lady that just swooned, the fake Raijin, is doing backflips.
Why is there a me? Why is there multiple of us? How am I supposed to tell who's the real one and who's the fake?
By the fact we aren't doing
Oh,
circus
that's-
tricks.
Yeah, that's the point. You don't tell who's real. That's part of the performance.
Taishiro, we aren't doing circus tricks. They're clearly the fake ones.
Well, we have a know of stories as old as times, with tales, and oh, you clearly love following heroes, don't you?
You have
Sniffing
stories?
out trouble. And then we go on to the...
Stories? We have stories for days!
Are my eyes? Is
And then
Senshin's eyes clear yet?
Yeah, Senshin's eyes are clear now, and you'll just see a bunch of fake versions of you doing a bunch of weird circus tricks.
And
And
then
some
we
music
have-
that is inexplicably started. You assume someone caused an illusion.
He's gonna start sticking blunt heads onto his arrows and aiming.
Oh,
They are
careful.
parents.
Like
They
completely,
look like people.
completely quietly, without saying a single word. He's just gonna start carefully aiming at them with blunt-headed arrows.
Oh, careful there, cowboy. No need for such dramatic things. I mean, you wouldn't want to hurt your pretty face, would you? He'll transform into Senshin. I mean, why would you want to hurt yourself?
I
That's
try to
not
shoot myself
productive
in
at
the
all.
face. I try to shoot the fake me in the face.
And then next, oh, Andrew's gonna transform into Raijin. Oh, please, most dashing prince. Please, most dashing warrior. Sweep me off my feet.
Okay,
I
Raijin
would like
shoots you.
Definitely can't.
You
be
have
the
advantage,
one
Raijin.
now.
Okay. She just fucking
You hit.
shoots you.
Okay, fake Raijin has been shot and turns back into a ferret.
Just the
Oh.
second
Wow.
it starts, just immediately shoots him.
That was a really good impression.
Sorry, I just reacted on instinct. Taishiro, I will. Hey, Taishiro, do you want to have skin by the end of today?
You can remove your skin.
I can remove your skin if you aren't fucking careful.
Wow, this is quite a lively bunch of heroes.
Ah, damn it.
we-
That really hurts.
That's how it goes. That's how show business goes.
Should we transform
No.
back?
Oh, yeah, I guess we may as well.
Fine. Okay. Alright.
Reveal yourselves, Reveal yourselves, tree rats.
And you will see that they'll transform into a couple of different shapes, most of them looking vaguely elven. You'll see one Eladrin elf woman who looks like she's of the spring persuasion due to the number of flowers in her hair. The other ones appear to be fairly bland and generic elves. You can't even tell what subrace they are.
It's completely.
Uh,
Wow, it's generic elves.
yeah, well, that's the thing. We are very generic. We love doing performances. What can I say?
This is just the base form for most of us.
Yeah, we have a lot
That's
more
why
than
we always
just
put
this.
far more on top.
And we can do that several times over.
I hate everything.
After
about
all,
this
just
scenario.
look, and you'll see Rose transform into each of you in turn before transforming into Andrew and then back to herself.
Whoa. But wait,
Have to say,
so then what do you actually look like?
oh,
Oh, well, that's simple. And she'll just transform back into a ferret.
yeah.
Like this, of course.
I don't believe you.
Oh, but
Believe
you
it.
should.
Never.
Why do I imagine she turned into Naruto for the second one?
Believe it.
Yeah, transforms into
Believe!
yeah, transforms into Kid Naruto and then transforms
Yeah.
back.
Believe
Okay.
it! Just immediate response, never.
Okay, Shidori. Andrew's gonna transform into Kid Sasuke and try and do the Shidori.
Okay, I'm gonna bonk him on the head with the blunt end of my sword.
You don't get to do Chidori. No.
Okay, I'll just do an imitation.
I'm
Look,
s-
it.
Can I still bonk him on the head with the blunt end of my sword?
Yes, you can bonk him on the head if you hit him.
Okay.
You don't.
He just flips it around like he's just. Okay. So. What the fuck?
Oh, well. I just figured that you would, I saw that you were going for the forest, and obviously you look like a bunch of heroes. You know, you got the big giant over there, the cute looking gnoll, great warrior, the, terrifying lightning maiden.
I'm glad you've understood your place.
Oh, well, the lightning maid that happens to, well, let's just say loves the warrior's life, particularly the one that you offer.
Never
And,
mind, you don't understand the value of your own life.
uh, oh, I do understand the
Please.
value, it's just...
Forgive him.
It's just in a different kind of way. Anyway, I'm sure that, well, 4 is an even number, but let's just say more than 4 is always eventful. Don't you think?
What the fuck are you on about, pal? I have understood none of the things you have told me since you got here. Who the fuck are you?
Well-
What the fuck are you doing? Why were you turning into all of us? Why do you keep flashbanging me?
Oh yeah, he's really mad about all of the flashbang that you guys have been doing.
Well, we were
Sen-
just capturing captivating shots. See, we have some to show you, actually.
And
And
you'll
you'll
just
t-
see Rose pull out a full reel of shots. And it'll just be a bunch of shots of everyone doing cool heroic stuff, and then Senshin looking dazed. Everyone doing cool heroic stuff. Senshin looking dazed.
Days.
Yeah, those ones were really disappointing. You really
Yeah.
picked the wrong time to look.
Yeah, you're meant to stand dramatically and face the enemy, not...
I'm
Well, not get
sorry, I wasn't
flashbang.
quite expecting the camera rats.
We
Oh,
are
I mean-
ferrets, thank you very much.
You're part of
Yeah,
Rhodesia, therefore you're still rats.
What's the difference between a rat and a ferret?
About
Oh,
200 lines of
length.
about 30 lines of evolutionary code. That's a,
Look.
We'll just blink blankly.
yeah. Maybe
You
consider
guys
your audience for that kind of
probably-
joke there, Rajan.
Arcana check. Raijin would have advantage.
Okay, so that's Rajan's then. This
So,
Ascension.
I know me.
Wow, I rolled like shit.
Either would be fine.
I rolled like shit.
Okay, Senshin and David, you may also,
Yep.
sorry, Senshin's already rolled. Taishiro and David, I mean. Yeah, David, you know what these are. These
Oh.
are changelings. There's no way in hell that anyone would be that good at illusion spells.
Taishiro doesn't even know what a ferret is.
Taishiro,
What's the difference?
these are ferrets. This is a normal thing that ferrets can do.
No,
Huh.
what's a ferret?
Ferrets
Uh,
are rats, and this is a normal thing that rats can do. Honestly, you should
Yeah,
know
I
this.
think I've seen. Oh yeah, I think I've seen the rats around the bar do stuff like this.
Well,
Wait, no, that
actually,
was-
they're not...
wait.
they're-
Yeah,
they're
I
not
used to
that...
have a lot of fun with them. We'd hang out, drink a bunch of beer.
They're not those kind of rats. They're changelings. David's just gonna raise his hand. They're changelings, all of them. That's why they were able to transform into each of us.
Oh, wait, what's the difference between a changeling and a rat?
Rats
You don't
can't
get out much, do you?
transform.
Rats are like this, and she'll transform into a rat.
uh,
And changelings are the ones that can transform into those.
So it is a changeling with my.
So if by that logic, what's the difference between you and a druid?
Transforms back into a ferret.
That ain't a change. That's still one of the tree rats. That's not a changeling. Changeling are elven.
well, actually, we could
Fine.
just not
And
be
she'll just point
anything.
at the other two. Hi.
Yeah. Andrew's gonna pick the safe option and go for Taishiro. Oh, well, this is a pretty good form, ain't it? I have to say, very fluffy.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you do not get. Yeah, you do not get to use my fluffy coat. I worked really hard on giving this fluff.
Well, I mean, hey, it comes with the territory.
Hey, I have a request.
change?
Answer my question of who the fuck are you?
Oh, well, that's quite simple. I'm Andrew, Red Ferret.
But you were brown earlier.
Andrew will transform into a red ferret and then transform back.
Cool. Right. So, what was this about assaults?
Salt.
And then he'll pull out the actual arrest warrant that they were given earlier, and then point
Okay.
to it with just the look of I'm done with this bullshit already.
Huh. Salt. Huh.
Huh.
Well, I mean,
That's weird.
yeah, I mean, from what I remember, we haven't done anything wrong. We haven't assaulted anybody.
We took some pictures.
Yeah?
You
We
mean
took
the
a bunch of
flashbang?
pictures.
Wait.
Ruth will just pull one out.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah,
She isn't gonna, like, actually activate it. She's just
like
holding
with
up the camera.
cameras. And she
Hold
is
on,
just
hold on.
holding
You
up the
guys
camera.
probably have no idea what
You
the
guys
fuck
probably
that
have
is.
no idea what the fuck that is.
Except
Uh,
for
Except for
I have
Regin.
a thought. Do you guys know? Do you guys know a kid named James Osborne?
James? Doesn't sound familiar.
He apparently had an uncle that also assaulted people out near the woods. So
huh. An uncle. Well, that's interesting.
Are those weird guys in robes?
Yeah, it would have to be.
And a few of
Still-
them out.
But yes, as for your charge of assault, no. Haven't committed any crimes or
Okay, what about
Anything
the acts
wrong?
of thievery?
Well, you see, well, for that, it's, well, borrowing for an extended period of time.
That's just stealing with extra steps.
Well, I mean, that is partly true. We do intend on returning them.
Press X to doubt.
Roll insight.
Do I have
You
advantage on
succeed
this?
unless you get a nat one.
Okay.
Yes.
I have advantage, right?
Oh my god.
You said I had advantage after that.
It's fucking fine.
You literally said, do I have advantage on this? You just, I can't believe an hour under the start. Just. Okay.
Oh my god. Andrew,
Yep.
do you want a contest with a deception?
Yep,
For the
I
record,
do.
changelings are the only fae that can lie.
Yeah, I mean,
Changelings and hags.
wait, changelings
Yeah.
by definition have to be able to lie, right?
Oh. You see,
Yeah.
You believe him.
I don't believe Rose, though.
just follow the schedule, Rose. Just follow it to the T.
Right. Right. Well, I'm pleased you were intending on returning them.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we've got to do the right thing. I mean, heroes always, well, they always do the right thing.
I'm about 2 more comedy gags away from a stroke.
Well, apologies, Andrew, sir. I think I got a little swept up in it.
So you guys, wait, Sentient, are you saying these guys are the druids?
Yes, They would be druids, by my guess. Some sort of druids of the forests, like the general concept of it.
Are you
Uh,
druids of death? Are you ferret druids?
Yes,
Uh,
we're ferret druids.
yeah,
Close enough.
yeah,
got it.
relatively. Yeah,
Well
congratulations. Yes, you get a star. Right. I guess Andrew will brush over his pockets. Do I have anything that resembles a star? I guess he'll toss a gold coin over to Taichiro. There you go. There's your star.
Man, that picked a great day to pick up alcoholism.
Yay! And Treasure will try and stick it on his non-existent lapel.
It's definitely stolen. Can I look at what what he just tossed to him?
Yeah, sure.
Just handing him
What does it
basically
look
a
like?
gold-
It's a gold coin. It's not from this kingdom. Your best guess is actually you probably would recognize coins. It's from the city of Dis. That's where the mint is. That it was made.
So, you gave him a coin that was minted in the Hells?
Oh, yes, I did. Have a couple of establishments. Have to make the money somehow, and it's always used for the right thing.
I don't believe you.
You don't?
No.
Oh, that really is a fame, isn't it?
I guess they're right when they say they can't lie, because they can't by principle and you can't by skill.
Oh.
Yeah, that is a fair point, but then again, if lying was a skill, then, well, I mean, Andrew's gonna run. I guess you'd be quite skilled.
He's gonna just
Yeah,
turn around and he's just gonna fucking run away. Just that
Well, if lying is a skill, then
The rest of the ferrets will also book it.
wait, stop!
Bye. Lovely meeting
See you
you.
later.
Bye.
I have a feeling
Do I
I'm gonna
just keep-
see this trats more than once.
So do I just keep this? Treasure's gonna hold out the fucking gold coin.
Sure, it's definitely stolen, but who gives a crud?
I got a gold star and I'm proud of it. Taichiro will stick the gold coin behind one of his ears like a fucking flower.
Well, congratulations. You met the ferrets.
Yep,
I love him.
we certainly.
Yeah.
I love him. I'm also loving just immediately. I'm fucking done with this. I hate everybody.
I hate your Fey bullshit.
I picked a great.
That was too much Fey bullshit for one arc.
I picked a great day to pick up alcoholism.
The ferrets are just like mythologically accurate. You know what they are?
What?
They're mythologically accurate satyrs.
Yeah.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go fucking fight a hag or whatever. I don't give a shit anymore.
Oh, I
You want
didn't know.
You want to do that now?
We should probably get dinner sorted.
If you
Yeah, fair.
that was in character.
I
ascension
haven't
for just-
prepared a stat block for the
It's
hag.
fine
and
if you haven't.
It's about a 50-50 as to whether you guys would go into combat or not. I was fully expecting you guys to, well,
Talk.
I'll be honest. I thought that you guys wouldn't get through everything.
be honest, I thought that you guys wouldn't get through everything that I'd prepared, so I didn't think
It
that would
has
be a
been.
problem. So yeah.
We solved everything through conversation, and we had a comedy scene that caused Ascension to have a stroke. So
Congratulations.
Also, I did kind of.
Fey
shorten-
bullshit.
Also, I did
Yeah.
kind of shorten the time of the session a little by.
bye.
I did kind of shorten the session time a little bit by making it so that you didn't have to figure out a way for Taisho to be removed from the group.
But yeah,
Oh,
so
it's
if
kinda-
you have nothing else planned, I can just put it to the end. We've had no combats today, but whatever. We didn't give a shit.
I
Sometimes non-combat sessions are fun.
It's fun.
Look,
I don't know.
I had 2 optional combats, and then you figured out ways out of them.
Hold on. Someone's at Edel.
What was the second one?
The
Oh, thank you.
Wyvern, I'm guessing?
And I could work out the wyvern. I'm trying to figure out the other one.
The hag.
Does the hag? Well,
I didn't.
he
I
didn't have
didn't fully
combat
prep the
for
hag.
the hag, so it wasn't that clearly.
There was actually one more.
We could have kicked the shit out of the mages.
No, we just jump Andrew now.
No, Andrew doesn't have a stat block. No, there was one other. I wouldn't tell you which one it was, but there was one other RP
We
situation.
could have jumped the king.
I can absolutely assure you, it was not the king.
The king. We're gonna jump the king and find out he has some sort of magic sword. Jump the king. His sword catches on fire. One Piece music starts playing.
We're going on a quest to get our asses kicked.
Dun, dun, dun. That campaign is about 16 levels ahead.
One Piece.
Dun 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 dun.
Da, 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 da.
Man, I had fun with
Yeah.
Andrew. Man, that was fun.
Was fun.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
try and actually get Andrew as part of the party soon. But yeah,
I
I don't think Sejin was the biggest fan of the weird Fae bullshit, and also the flashbang rat.
I think I just love the most about when Andrew was like angling for like he's like when 4 isn't 4 better than 5. He's like, dude, just stop for a second. What the fuck are you on about? I have understood nothing of what you said since you got here.
Where did he remind me of Rumpelstiltskin?
Show up,
Yeah.
do a cool circus routine, get accused of crimes, leave.
Get accused of crimes, get away with the assault. It's like, okay, also here's the stuff about theft.
yeah, extended borrowing. Heard of it? And then run.
Extended borrowing. Heard of it? No, because it's not a thing. Well, in that case,
Bye.
I think if you're actually the patient, just goodbye forever.
Alright.
Alright, I'll stop the recording now then.